Williams breaks a tackle, cuts into the end zone, touchdown Perry Maroons. They get the overtime victory.
Perry Maroon football is brought to you by
First Bank and Trust Company, Brown Duggar Funeral Home, Ortho, Oklahoma, McDonald's of Perry and Stillwater, Stillwater Medical Center, Cheryl Mandeville with State Farm Insurance, Custom Dental, and the Cowboy Travel Plaza.
Looking to throw deep, a lot of pressure, and now they're trying to bring it down. They will. Fulmer brings it down. And that, my friends, is the end of the game. The nail in the coffin. The rivalry game goes to the Perry Maroons.
Now let's go to the field. Here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
We welcome you here to Perry. Jordan Woodruff along with Zach Lancaster 30 minutes before the opening kick, and it is good to be home if you're the Perry Maroons. 2 road games to start the season in Week 0 and Week 1. And Perry, not a bad fare in those 2 road games. Fairview, they would like to have got that game. It was a shootout. They lost that one, but they get the rivalry win last week against their rivals, the Blackwell Maroons. This week, Community Christian comes to town, and it will be the home opener, and we will be watching the weather quite a bit because the weather, if that front pushes through early, we could be looking at maybe some delays or some rain, certain. But if rain comes, you think lightning come with it, especially with the humidity up like it is right now. So we're hoping everything gets in. That comes through a little bit later in the night, and then college football fans going to the OU or OSU game will have some cooler weather coming up tomorrow. So I welcome in my partner in crime here with the Perry Maroon broadcast, Zach Lancaster, here on the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show. Zach, as I said, it's always good to be home, right?
Yeah, it is. You know, Perry, those road uniforms are nice, Jordan, but this all-maroon uniform that they wear at home, that's pretty slick looking.
It is, and they get to don those for the first time this season tonight. Take it on Community Christian, who's out of District 2A3. They're 1-0 on the year. They're coming off a bye week. Their first week, they beat Elmore City Purnell 37-6, and we'll talk more about the Community Christian Royals a little bit later. We do got a couple of things, though, to talk about with the Perry Maroons. They're coming off a big win against Blackwell, but they did suffer a key injury in that win that they had. Felt like they could have maybe won by even more if Drake Dale didn't go down. Drake Dale caught a touchdown pass early in that game, and then as he was blocking on a Santoy Roads punt return, suffered himself an ankle sprain, and he will be setting out tonight. He looks good out there. He's walking around on it good, but, you know, you got 2 more games before you get to district play. Coach Cole and all the crew, they don't want to chance it. Really, with games, they matter, don't get me wrong, but they don't matter as much as when you get into district play. So he's going to be setting out tonight, and that's really the one key injury you look at with the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, you know, and I agree with that. You know, I talked to Coach Cole yesterday, didn't practice all this week. Every game matters, you know, in high school football, but when they're non-conference, you know, you don't want to risk it. He's your number 1 receiver. You know, Santoy, really good, you know, hard to bring down, but, you know, senior 6'1", it made such a huge impact in week 1. You don't want to risk it against a non-district game.
So that's kind of the, I guess the big thing in pregame. Drake Dale will be setting out this one tonight in his street clothes, and he's got his jersey on, but not in pads for you faithful out there. Did have a couple other nicks and bruises during practice, but everybody else will be playing tonight. And quite honestly, Dawson Padilla looking for himself another big game. He's had a couple of shootouts so far this season, and you would venture to find not only in the state of Oklahoma but anywhere in the nation a quarterback that has the pitch count that Dawson Padilla has. Through 2 games, he has thrown 105 passes and has completed 52 of those. And you got to remember, really most of those incompletions came in the first half of that Fairview game. Did a little better in that second half. And then last week, he was really throwing the ball well. And him and Santoy, they connected on 3 touchdown passes in that game. Him and Drake Dale connected on another one. Tonight, the wind's blowing a little bit. The wind's out of the south and out of the west. So maybe a little bit more of a hassle. But Dawson Padilla and his arm strength, that really shouldn't affect him a whole lot. But at the same time, that's a high pitch count, 105. In fact, if he was pitching in a game, we'd be saying right now, Zach, maybe thinking about time to pull him out. But he's got a good arm, and I talked to him a little bit. He is feeling good. That arm's not hurting him at all. But 105 passes in 2 games, like I said, you'd venture to find any quarterback that's done that in high school football, not in Oklahoma, but the whole nation.
Yeah, you know, and he leads all quarterbacks in passing yards. and he leads all players in the state in total yardage. And you look at what he did last year, 1,724 yards and 7 touchdowns, setting at 781 with 10 touchdowns this season.
Two games.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. So, I talked to Coach Cole yesterday. He's like, you know what? We're just going to let Dawson throw. We're just going to throw him out there. He's, if we get
he was kind of joking,
yes,
Zach, but
yes.
at the same time, half of all kidding around sometimes is the truth.
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean, if you have a kid that can do it, and you have receivers that can go out there and snag him and bring him down. I mean, last week, 24 of 45, 350 yards, 6 touchdowns. And if you're looking at these stats, we're 2 games into the season. This in high school football, these stats you're looking at maybe game 4, game 5, averaging 390 yards a game. If you got guys that can go out there and put up 600 yards a game, let them do it.
Not only that, and also looking with Community Christian, I got a chance to talk to their coach, Matt McIntosh, and talking to him, he was actually more worried about Dawson Padilla and what he can do with his legs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he didn't showcase that nearly as much against Blackwell, but he had some nice runs against Fairview. Remember the scrimmage, he had some good runs. He is a kid that can tuck it and beat you that way as well. When you're worried about those receivers, if you don't have anybody there, all of a sudden you don't have contained. Dawson Padilla goes around the outside. He's going to get the first down, but also capable of breaking off a big run every now and then.
Well, and one thing that you didn't get last year with Dawson, 1 year difference has been night and day for Dawson. He's so much more composed. He's got a lot more poise there in the pocket, more level-headed. Last year, a little bit of contact. He's going down. He'll just throw it away. Throw it into the air, get picked a lot. This year, he's a lot more smart on his feet. He'll scramble if he doesn't find anyone open. He figured out how to take a sack without really taking a hit. He's a smart quarterback this year.
And let's face it, the best resource Perry has on offense is Dawson Padilla's arm.
Mm-hmm.
Santori Rhodes got some great hands. Drake Dell, like I said, setting tonight, got some great hands. Sam Chambers can make some catches. Burdick can make some catches. Hartwig can make some catches. Perry Wilson's kind of elevated himself to making some good catches, but you got to get the ball there first. And last week, the quintessential thing from Dawson Padilla was Santori Rhodes, that one pass that you had near the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Here's Santori Rhodes on a little stop. He's double covered. Dawson Padilla throws the ball in there. Santori Rhodes didn't even know he had the football. Dawson Padilla threw it on a dime right there to him, and that was the big touchdown that ultimately won Perry the game when you look at it. And that's the ability Dawson Padilla has. Yeah, sometimes as a receiver, you may not want to catch some of those passes. They're coming in hot, Zach. Yeah. But at the same time, when you got wind like tonight and then you got a guy like that, some of the throws that, especially in 2A football, a lot of quarterbacks can't make, out routes, stop routes, because they don't have the arm strength and that ball can get picked. Dawson Padilla, he can make those throws and get some yards on the board as shown in these first 2 games and leading the state in pass yards.
Well, and I really like it. I talked to Dawson earlier this week and plays third base, and third basemen, they got a long way to throw. They got to throw across the diamond, and if you watch Dawson, he has that baseball-style throw to him, which throwing a football is kind of difficult, but he makes it look really easily, real easy, kind of like Brett Favre throws every ball with everything he has. He's a special quarterback here in 2A.
All right, coming up, we'll have our pregame interview with Coach Travis Cole. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit. We'll also look at the Community Christian Royals, what they're bringing to town. Speaking of quarterback with Perry, quarterback been somewhat of an issue with Community Christian, so we'll get into that here shortly. And then kickoff coming up in just about 20 to 22 minutes. Zach Lancaster with me. I'm Jordan Woodruff. This is the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show and Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The First Bank and Trust Company pregame show continues after these words from our sponsors.
We have always been committed to offering state-of-the-art access to your accounts with First Bank. Our newest product, Mobile Deposit, adds another convenient and secure service to our online banking suite. Don't worry about making a special trip to the bank just to deposit a check. Take a picture of it and send it to us anytime, 24/7, and we'll take care of the rest. To get started, go to bankfbt.com or contact one of our new account representatives at 580-336-5562. First Bank and Trust, Perry, Billings, Covington, member FDIC.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
Does hearing those killer football hits make you hurt? At Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to a metropolitan area to access quality treatment. Enjoy big-time care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho, Oklahoma, we are keeping you together.
Not near a radio? Have no fear. Triple Play Sports Radio is streaming online courtesy of the Cimarron Casino. Listen anytime, anywhere by getting the Triple Play Sports Radio app on your smartphone or log on to tripleplaysportsradio.com and listen right on your desktop. Take advantage anytime you want, anywhere you go. Triple Play is streaming online courtesy of the Cimarron Casino. It's your home for sports talk with an orange flavor. Triple Play Sports Radio.
Hi, we're the Perry High School Pom Squad. Fight on, Maroons!
And that Perry Maroon Pom Squad may have a little bit more pep in their step tonight because, hey, it's a home game, everybody, and they'll really be getting that home crowd going against the Community Christian Royals. It's Perry Maroon Football, the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show. I'm Jordan Woodruff, joined by Zach Lancaster. Coming up a little later, it'll be our interview with Coach Travis Cole. Right now, we're going to take a closer look at the Community Christian Royals. 1-0 on the year, coming off a bye week last week. After in week 0, they beat Elmore City Purnell 37-6. Last season, Community Christian was 5-5. Their offense is a no-huddle spread. Interesting quarterback situation as the quarterback is Sam Bush. He's a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds. But he never usually on that island quite a bit, and those defensive backs that will get tested are Michael Anderson and A.J. Ward. Two good pass defenders, but I don't think they've seen anything quite like Perry as of yet. Defensive line, they rotate all that senior group that's on offensive line. They're led by their defensive end, Garrett Bilyeu, who had 26 tackles and 2 sacks in 2015. Not staggering numbers. You got to remember he only played in 5 games, so that kind of skews it a little bit. Interesting, too, the kicker and the punter, Luke Sturts. He is a pure kicker and a punter. He kicks mostly touchbacks. Got a leg. We saw that showcased earlier here in warm-ups. He was 25 of 30 in PATs last season. He's a soccer player that last year they talked into kicking the football for them, and that's all he does, and he has one heck of a leg. Probably one of the best kickers you will see in Class 2A. As for the coach, Matt McIntosh, he said his biggest concern with Perry will be pressuring the quarterback and then wrapping it up. They're afraid that if they lose contain, Dawson Padilla can make them hurt with his legs. And also, Matt McIntosh, the coach of Community Christian, says his team not nearly as fast. Just said that straight up. He said there could be trouble there. They'll have to be very, very fluent with what they're doing as far as not taking any missteps because Perry's speed can certainly beat them. So that's the scouting report on the Community Christian Royals. Zach, anything that sticks out for you?
Yeah, number 21, Luke Sturts, the kicker. Oh, my gosh. The kid sets up here on the 45-yard line, kicking it through the uprights, 15 to 20 yards out of the back of the end zone, through the air before it hits. This kid's phenomenal.
You know, remember Mike Gundy going, we need a guy that can do touchbacks. I don't know if he's got like all the proper football training, but I'd be willing to bet with a little bit of training that he could, because that is one heck of a leg.
Oh my God! And punting, he's a heck of a punter. Same thing, sent up here on the 45, kicks it about 15 to 20 yards out of the back of the end zone. I mean, this kid's going to be a difference maker tonight.
Talking to his coach, though, he said that he is the soccer route. He thinks he'll be able to have a chance to go play some college soccer somewhere. But interesting tonight because we're probably going to see one of the best kickers certainly in Class 2A. I want to thank all our sponsors, as always. Appreciate them up and down the board for sponsorship of Perry Maroon Football here on Triple Play Sports Radio. First Bank and Trust Company, the proud sponsor of the pregame and the postgame. Our pregame interview with Coach Travis Cole will be coming up here shortly. That'll be brought to you by Custom Dental. Ortho Oklahoma, for all you athletes out there that suffer injuries, Ortho Oklahoma can help you out in that department. Stillwater Medical Center, Cowboy Travel Plaza, who had a little bit of a deal today. I think their smoker caught on fire. So Fortunately, not a lot of damage done, but still a little bit. But the smoker caught on fire out there, so I hate to hear that for KC and all the crowd, but Cowboy Travel Plaza is always a great place, especially for you guys heading out there to those high school football games on Friday nights. Also, Brown Duggar Funeral Home, they're the sponsor of our Player of the Game, awarded each game at the end of the game during the post-game show. McDonald's, the sponsor of the halftime show, and also in there, Cheryl Mandeville with State Farm Insurance. We appreciate their sponsorship of Perry Maroon football. We're about 12 minutes away from kickoff. Zach Lancaster with me. I'm Jordan Woodruff. Tim Flinner on stats. Cade Kinsey, he's back in the studio making us sound good. And when we come back, we will have our pregame interview with Coach Travis Cole. You're listening to Perry Maroon football here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Jordan sits down with head coach Travis Cole next. So stay tuned to the First Bank and Trust Company pregame show.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruity yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
To our neighbors and friends, we come to you today to let you know what's on our hearts. Because you're the reason this is so much more meaningful than a job. And the reason we believe in the power of investing in tomorrow, as well as the power of community. So this is simply thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to move forward and grow, but never lose sight of the roots that connect us. Sincerely, Stillwater Medical.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent in Perry is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
My name's Nicholas. Go Perry Maroons!
Welcome back to the First Bank and Trust pregame show. Zach Lancaster here. Jordan Woodruff's down on the field right now. We're fixing to go to him, and he's going to interview Coach Travis Cole. But first, a quick look at the weather. It's about 92 degrees. There's a 13-mile-an-hour westerly wind, 48% humidity because of that rain this morning. But unfortunately, it's a special weekend this week for all the wrong reasons. The 15th anniversary on 9/11 is coming up on Sunday. So to pay tribute for that, we're going to go down to the field real quick while the Perry Maroon Band plays the national anthem. We have the Perry Maroon Band right now playing the national anthem. They just played Oklahoma, the state song. So we're going to get to the national anthem here in just a few seconds. They're wrapping the fight song up now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please stand and join the Perry High School Band under the direction of Mr. Mark Henderson for the playing of our national anthem.
That was the Perry Marching Band playing the national anthem. You know, the weekend, 15th anniversary of 9/11, it really means a lot to a lot of Americans, and we just wanted to get that in. Now we're going to go down to Jordan Woodruff with Coach Travis Cole. Here's our pregame interview brought to you by Custom Dental. Jordan?
It's our interview with Coach Travis Cole right here before game time, brought to you by Custom Dental. And Coach, always good to beat your rivals like last week.
Yeah, it is. It was a good win. You know, it was a little bit closer than I'd hoped, but you know, they played well. They played a good game. They played well. Our kids played well, and once again, we answered calls when we had to, and this time we were able to finish it off.
Always, when you get to about your third, fourth game, you start getting some bumps and bruises, whether it be practice or game, and you've had a couple of those. We're going to see one key figure setting out, and another guy that's maybe had a little bit of trouble through practice, but going to play tonight.
Yeah, we have, and it's just part of the game. You know, you always go into the year, and I think every coach in the country says, you know, if we can stay healthy, we'll be pretty good. You know, and it's true, especially in 2A football. But you know, Drake Dale had a little bit of a high ankle sprain last week, and you know, it was right after he had that touchdown catch and a long kickoff return. You know, it was right after that, but he's gonna sit out tonight. You know, and I think we got Jansen and Blaine Douglas and guys like that, and Jace Burdick kind of bruised his tailbone in practice this week. He's good, but other than that, we're, knock on wood, doing pretty well health-wise.
All right, so turn our attention now to Community Christian. Kind of an interesting team because they lost their quarterback from last year in July, so they got a kid that's never really played quarterback, but still they like to move the ball around, but they'll run it as well. So it's kind of the offenses that you're kind of used to seeing in a way, though, right, Coach?
Oh yeah, it's they're a little bit different than what we've seen the last 2 weeks. You know, they don't throw it as much, you know, or as well, honestly. But the biggest thing for them is up front. They get after it. They play hard. They've got a couple of kids, especially at linebacker, that are really tough kids, and it's going to be another dogfight, I think. Defensively,
I would put your speed up against almost anybody, and naturally, I'm sure you're going to try to use some of your speed tonight. And I think Dawson has the highest pitch count in the state, 105 passes so far. We're going to get some more of that.
Oh yeah, we will. We're going to. I mean, I've said it before. I'll keep saying it. We're going to throw the ball. We like throwing the ball. Kind of like I told Zach. If we have a good quarterback and we have good receivers. So I mean, we'd be stupid not to throw the ball, you know. But it wasn't necessarily the goal to be at 105 passes already after 2 games, but it's working for us so far. So we're going to keep rolling with it.
That being said, you ran the football well late. We were able to get a few key first downs. Santori Rhodes got around the outside. Liam, I thought, ran the ball well. So you did have some flashes of running the ball a little better last week.
And we did. And that was the thing with Blackwell and Fairview. We're almost identical defensively in what they lined up in. And what they do, they what people call bear front. And that's the thing, is they want to try to make you spread teams. They want to use some overhang players, make it, take away some of your pass windows, but keep guys in the box so you don't just spread them out. But what we were able to do was throw the ball well enough that they started spreading out. So late in the game, we had an opportunity to hit a few runs, and it worked out for us.
We touched on it a little bit, but looking at Community Christian tonight after watching the tape, what concerns you and what do you guys need to do well?
Well, what concerns me is and it sounds cocky, but it's not necessarily anything they do. It concerns me how we defend things. Last week, I don't think the Morrell kid in Blackwell, I don't think anybody's going to just completely shut him down. I mean, he's an athlete, he's fast, but there's some things we could have done a little bit better defensively and things that we've kind of focused on this week that are similar to some stuff that Community Christian will do. And so we're not necessarily worried 100% about what they do. It's just about how we defend things. And the biggest key for us, too, is going to be up front. I mean, their defensive line gets after it. Their linebackers get after it. And so offensively, our offensive line is going to have to be on their toes and be ready to go.
You said nobody can stop Morrill, but when you made the switch to Liam Clausen, he sure seemed to do it.
He did. And I give Liam a hard time. He's not the fastest kid that we have by any means, but he's a savvy football player. He understands the game, and he did a great job of containing him. I wish we'd have been a little smarter earlier and probably made the switch a little bit sooner. But, and those young guys, they're going to learn from it, like Hayden Reedus and Cade Moxley and even Garrett Cuckoo. We gave him a chance at it. We were at that point. But Garrett's a good player, too. He's young, inexperienced kid, but the biggest thing is they should all learn from that.
Best thing, you got the victory last week, and, Coach, good luck on getting a victory here at your home opener tonight.
Yeah, it is. It's always a big one. I think it's the biggest part's just getting the administrative part, just getting everybody where they need to be and getting everything we need. And everybody keeps calling me and knocking on my door, and I just want to get ready for a football game, But we'll be all right. We're ready to go.
Guess what? You can focus on football now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm waiting for all week.
As Coach Travis Cole, our pregame interview brought to you by Custom Dental. Now, Zach, we'll send it back up to you.
Thanks, Jordan. That'll do it for the First Bank & Trust pregame show. Coming up next, we'll have keys to the game and kickoff here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
You've been listening to the First Bank & Trust Company pregame show. Zach's keys to the game and opening kickoff are up next.
Whether you're buying your first car or need a little extra cash to get you through a difficult patch, we're here to help. Apply online, day or night, from the comfort of your home. Quick, convenient, and secure. Go to our website at bankfbt.com to start your application. One of our friendly loan officers will review your information and contact you within one business day. First Bank & Trust Company, Perry, Billings, Covington, member FDIC.
The Maroons are coached by
Get comfortable and stay protected in a rugged pair of Justin original work boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin original work boots have been providing comfort and safety since 1879. The Cowboy Travel Plaza is your headquarters for Justin original work boots. Come on out to the Cowboy Travel Plaza, the home of boots and barbecue. Take exit 174 on Interstate 35, Highway 51, just west of Stillwater.
It's time for some Perry Maroon High School football. Now to bring you the opening kick, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Moments away from the opening kick here in Perry in their home opener, taking on the Community Christian Royals. Perry 1-1 on the season, coming off the win over Blackwell last week. Zach, real quick, our keys to the game.
I think the defense needs to get to this new quarterback quick and cause some turnovers. Our offense needs to take advantage of our speed, and our young offensive line needs to protect Dawson so we can get hot early.
Our keys to the game brought to you by Cowboy Travel Plaza. Dawson Padilla set to kick. He'll kick it. It's a low kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Up past the 25, cutting right to the 30, to the 35, and be just short of the 35 by Foster. As Community Christian will take over in this game at the 33-yard line.
Tackle on the play made by number 21, Dallin Smith.
As Dallin Smith on the tackle.
Royals take over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10. As Community Christian gears up from the 33, their quarterback, Sam Bush. First year quarterbacking for this team after their transfer last year. And we'll see what Coach Matt McIntosh pulls up for them, as Perry would love to get an early 3-and-out and get Dawson Padilla, their quarterback, the ball with a chance to score. Liam Clausen in at defensive back after his nice performance against Morrill last week. They'll take the snap, handoff around the right side. And Foster going to carry it up about 6 yards, it appears, up near the 40-yard line. Hayden Reedus there on the tackle, and it will be a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 upcoming.
You know, and this run game, I think this can be a huge game for Hayden Reedus. He got burnt quite a bit last week having to guard Morrill, but with a run game, I think this game could really boost his confidence.
Snap once again to Bush. He's going to hand off to Foster, this time around the left side. He's met and brought down. Blaze Herlinger in there on the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Blaze Herlinger out of that middle linebacker spot. He can cover some ground, folks. One of the leading tacklers last year as a freshman, this year as a sophomore, looking to improve on that. Good kid, quick, and certainly a beast there in the middle of the field. Shotgun formation. It's the pistol. Bush takes a snap, hand off to Foster. Foster's going to be met in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. As Blaze Herlinger was in there along with Austin Reyes. He's the one that led the charge, and it'll be a punting situation for the Community Christian Royals after a loss of 1.
Yeah, talking to Austin earlier this week, he's really excited about this. His last first home opener, looking to make a big impact. And you're right about Blaze Herlinger. 116 tackles last year as a freshman. They say with another year of experience, he can be really good this year.
Luke Sturts gets a low punt. He's going to kick it. Santoy Rhodes set to return. It's a low kick. Line drive. Takes a bounce. Santoy Rhodes going to let it bounce. And now it's going to be touched by Community Christian. And it'll be down. And it looks like it's going to be right there near the 15-yard line. And that is Will Perry will take over in their first offensive possession of the game. So one thing about Sturts, he's kind of a line drive type kicker. He can get it in the air too, but right there he kind of put Santoy in that zone of whether I catch it or not, and Santoy didn't catch it, and Community Christian able to down it as it's going to be spotted inside the 15 at the 12, and that's where Perry will take over. With 10-16 here in the first quarter, no score on the board. Dawson Padilla set to go to work. Clausen's in the backfield to his left. They got a split and a slot to each side. Padilla takes a snap, looking to throw. Quick pass over to Hartwig. Hartwig makes the catch, and his knee was down as he made the catch, and he may have lost a yard there. He had some room, but I think his knee was down right as he caught it, and the line judge was right there on it and called him down. So it'll be a loss of 1 for Jansen Hartwig on the catch.
Well, that was a heck of a block by Santoy. Got number 22, Case Harding, turned around backwards. That would have been a nice pickup there, but unfortunately, knee was down.
Shotgun formation, Padilla. Clausen to his right. They're going to send Sam Chambers from the wing and motion left to right. They're going to hand it to Clausen. Big hole up the middle. Clausen breaks 1 and up to the 20-yard line. So Clausen, a nice opening touch from him. He's able to get it up to the 20. That'll be a gain of 9 on the play. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2.
You know, and I think we talked about the offensive line needing to protect Dawson. I think one of the biggest things that's going to help Dawson tonight is if they can get the running game going. He doesn't have to solely rely on Dawson.
The offensive line had a big hole there. See what they can do here. 3rd and a long 2. Chambers in motion left to right from the wing. They're going to hand off to Clausen once again, and he'll go nowhere this time. Didn't work. Fooled him once, didn't fool him twice. And Clausen brought down in the backfield, a loss of 1, and Perry probably going to punt as Bilyeu was in there to lead the charge for the Community Christian Royals. So 2 possessions, 1 for each team, and both of them resulting in a 3 and out. And Sturts flipped the field with that punt. Padilla would like to flip it here. As set to return is Evan Young for the Community Christian Royals. Padilla takes it. Nice snap that time. He'll kick it. It's a nice kick as it's going to take a bounce at the 40, and he's going to pick it up. Now he's going to be brought. Oh, missed the tackle. Santoy Rhodes in pursuit, and Santoy Rhodes able to get him and bring him down. The Community Christian will have good field position as that was kind of a dangerous take there by Evan Young, but he made a couple of guys miss and able to get up near midfield. They're going to spot him down at the 47, so that's where Community Christian will take over.
We got a flag there thrown to the 50. It looks like a block in the back by on Community Christian, so that's huge.
So it was a block in the back. Didn't see the flag there. Zach, I think they're throwing orange flags tonight?
Actually, the flag that was on the ground was yellow. They look orange from the belt, and they look like the bright orange hunter, the hunter orange. But when he threw it, it was the traditional yellow. So maybe Maybe just the ends are orange. I'm not sure.
So Community Christian will take over with the ball on the 37. And it's going to be an option around the right side. Bush is going to keep it, and he's going to break one tackle up past the first down marker, up the sideline, and going to be brought down. Maybe a touchdown saving tackle near the 40-yard line as Bush got in some space. And Titan Horton, defensive lineman, was the one in pursuit that brought him down, and he may have saved a touchdown as Bush got free there on into that third level. And Community Christian will have the ball in past midfield up to the 42 on a big gain there. This time they're going to throw it, quick pass around the left side, Foster, and that's going to be incomplete as Bush, as we said, first time playing quarterback this year is for him. And that was just a bad throw there to Bobby Foster. It'd be incomplete.
Well, and Foster better be lucky that he dropped that because he had Sam Chambers and Liam Clausen coming in hot, and those are two guys you don't want to meet, especially not really paying attention to where you're heading. You're just trying to concentrate on catching the ball. It's like hitting a brick wall.
They got Hodgson, Community Christian does, split out to the left side. You got to watch him. He is a dangerous wide receiver at 6'3". They'll send their wing back in motion. This time a handoff to Foster up the middle, and Foster's hit hard and brought down behind the line of scrimmage as Austin Reyes in there wreaking havoc once again. Austin Reyes, that's his second tackle for a loss in this one, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Royals.
Yeah, and that right there, up the gut is Perry's defense, kind of their bread and butter. Coach Cole said they were working on the end arounds, and that's kind of what's burned them so far.
3rd and 11 upcoming. 7:30 left here in the first quarter. Community Christian with the ball in Perry territory. Bush going to throw it quick around the right side, and that ball is going to be dropped. Bush put it right where he needed to put it, but it's going to be incomplete. And Community Christian will probably have to punt it here. Evan Young was the intended receiver, and they'll bring out punt formation. So Santori Rhodes will have a foot just inside the 15 as Sturt's set to kick here. He's got plenty of leg. We'll see if he coffin corners it. Sturtz takes it. Rugby-style kick. It's a high kick, spiraled, and I think that's going to go in the end zone if Santori lets it bounce, and he does, and it will go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So Perry would be taking over, but we got a flag down on the field. We'll see what it is as the referee, the one to call it, it's a personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Wow. As that rugby-style kick, he gets out there in a little bit of space, and Perry was rushing it, and one of the guys didn't rear up like he should have, and that's going to give Community Christian great field position, and what would have been a Perry ball on the 20 now is going to be Community Christian ball after the penalty inside the 30-yard line at the 29. 1st and 10 after the mishap from the Maroons. The Royals will have great field position here and another chance to put it in the end zone. Bush takes the snap, option around the left side. He's going to fake the pitch. Now he's going to be brought down. Parker Gottschalk led the way on that tackle. As Bush tried to get away from him, Gottschalk had him wrapped up around like kind of the shoulders. And I'm sorry, Sam Bush, he only weighs, looks like about, I think, 160, and he's not going to get away from Parker Gottschalk as Parker Gottschalk comes in at 6 foot 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's, that dancing around might work around the end, but up the gut with Parker and Austin Reyes, that ain't going to work.
Pistol formation once again. This time quick pass out the left side. It's caught. Big hit and textbook tackle. Liam Clausen laid down the boom. Not only made the big hit, but then wrapped him up and drove him into the ground as poor Michael Anderson, who's not a very big kid, met the wrath of Liam Clausen. No gain on the play.
That may be one of the best hits we've seen all season.
Liam Clausen set the tone last week, offensively running over a Blackwell defender. That time, big tone there, setter, as far as he did that. Sam Bush now will throw it. Big pass caught by Hodgson. Hodgson breaks a tackle, and he's going to get the first down and more. Drags defenders on up past the 10-yard line, so Perry can't get off the field on 3rd down. And Hodgson, who we said may be the best playmaker for them, his 6'3 frame, Bush put it right up to him, made a nice catch, made guys miss, and gets the first down. Big gain on up inside the 10. Right at the 10-yard line.
Well, and Perry Wilson, he's going to get a talking to because that's the second tackle he's missed just trying to make a huge hit throw in his shoulder.
Gain of around 19. This time they're going to hand off around the left side. A lot of space out there for Foster, and Foster finally going to be brought down as Perry kind of extended that on out farther and farther, and Liam Clausen was the one that brought him down, but not before they're able to get on into the 10, inside the 10 to the 7-yard line, gain of a 3 on the play. So Perry trying to get a stop right here as Community Christian threatening with no score on the board and 5:45 left here in the first quarter. Foster lined up in the pistol behind Bush. He'll get the handoff on the counter. He'll bounce it around the right side. He's got a lot of room out there, but it closes quickly. Still, though, a nice gain of around 4 inside the 5-yard line.
You know, going to practice this past week, one thing that Perry worked on was their goal line defense. You know, they worked on it this past week because the first 2 weeks they haven't really needed it. A lot of airing it out, but on the, you know, running the ball as Community Christian does, they've worked a lot at goal line. So I know that, you know, they're going to be working hard on this tonight.
Pistol formation again, 3rd and 1 upcoming. Ball at the 3-yard line. Bush takes a snap, fakes it. Now he's going to run around the right side. Missed tackle in the backfield, and another tackle as Bush reaches for the first down. Reyes had a chance to bring him down in the backfield. That had been his 3rd tackle for loss, couldn't get him. And Hayden Reedus ultimately brings him down, but it looks like the chains won't have to move. We'll see where they mark him at. They're going to mark him short, so he stretched out. Nope, they aren't. They're going to give it to him. I thought he had the first down. Thought he may have went out of bounds, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 now. And Community Christian, they're going to call themselves a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. No score on the board. Community Christian threatening. 1st and goal from the 1 when we come back. 5:02 left here in the first quarter. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
It's Maroon Football with Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff, only on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Well, a mishap from the Maroons on a punt. They had a roughing the punter, which gave Community Christian a first down. Now Community Christian has a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, as Perry will have to have a stiff goal line stand if they want to keep Community Christian out of the end zone. Pistol formation. It looks like new quarterback in. It's Hodgson, so more of a Wildcat type situation here. We're going to have a false start, so that'll be to Perry's favor, as it'll be a 5-yard penalty on the false start, as Coach Matt McIntosh of the Royals said, I'm going to go kind of a Wildcat and put Hodgson at 6'3" in to take the snap, and he'll stay in right here. As lined up behind him is Jackson Montgomery, so kind of a different looking backfield here. Now a 1st and goal from the 6. High snap, it's over his head, and he's going to lose yardage, picks it up. Now he's able to break tackles, get around the left side. Austin Reyes couldn't bring him down. Now he's got one guy to beat, Perry Wilson, and he'll go, and he's going to be forced out. Perry Wilson got just in front of him enough, and Santoy Rhodes able to just push him out of bounds, and what would have been about a 15-yard loss now turns into a gain of around 4 yards down to the 2-yard line, as Perry had another opportunity there but could not wrap him up and bring him down.
Yeah, this defense needs to settle down. They had about 3 guys that was able to wrap Hodgson up. Just couldn't do anything with it.
So 2nd and goal from the 2. If they had brought Hodgson down, that would have put them in a bad spot, Community Christian, to get the score. But instead, Hodgson used his ability to get all the way down to the 2 and gain 4 yards after a high snap. Bush back in at quarterback, pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls around to the right side, looking to throw. Guy wide open, throws it, and it's going to be caught. That'll be a touchdown for the Royals, as Evan Yon, the one making the catch. So Community Christian draws first blood, and all you can say about that, 2 missed opportunities by the Perry Maroons. Roughing the punter, kept the drive alive for Community Christian. Then on that high snap, Perry did not wrap up, had about 3 guys that had a chance to wrap him up in the backfield for about a 15-yard loss. Instead, he gets 4 yards and sets up a 2-yard touchdown pass from Bush to Folsom. And the extra point on the way, and it's going to be right of the mark and no good. So the score is 6-0 with 4:46 left here in this first quarter. Community Christian draws first blood, but Perry's been in this spot all year. Perry, you could say, plays pretty good from behind. They've been in those situations a couple of times, and they've showed some resiliency.
Yeah, and this offense, the defense, they had a couple of really big stops, really big hits there, but they almost seemed to let that get inside their head. They had a couple of fundamental breakdowns there towards the end, not wrapping up, getting boxed out. This offense, from what we've seen the first two games, I don't think this offense is going to let that affect them. They're going to go out there and they're going to drive down the field because they certainly didn't do anything the first drive. So I know that Dawson's going to want to go out there and put some points on the board.
So Perry's first drive was a 3-and-out. Community Christian's first drive was a 3-and-out. Perry had a chance to get off the field, but roughed the punter there in Community Christian's second drive, and then a high snap was fielded by Hodgson, and then he was able to gain 4 yards, what looked like what may have been a loss of 15, and Community Christian gets in the end zone. The extra point attempt failed, and that makes the score 6-0 with 4:46 left here in the first quarter. So we'll see if Perry can get something going better than a 3-and-out here in this possession. Sturts the kicker, as he's got a leg. If he connects on it, it'll probably be a touchback. Remember, you can't bring it out of the end zone in high school football. If it's kicked in the end zone, the ball is anywhere, it's automatically a touchback. So Sturts with the kick, and it won't make the end zone unless it bounces. It'll bounce up. Santoy Rhodes will take it at the 5-yard line. Rhodes up the field, past the 20, 25, on up near the 27-yard line. The flag comes in from the back judge, and he'll spot the flag right at the 32 as Rhodes going to be spotted down at the 27. We'll wait and see what the flag is here and see if it backs Perry up even more. Their first drive started from the 12-yard line after a nice punt. This drive going to start inside the 20 as well, as it will be a holding call against the Maroons. So they'll spot them back from the 27, so Perry will take over, it looks like, at the 17-yard line with 4:37 left here in this first quarter. So Perry been their own worst enemy here so far early in this one. Need to get a drive going here. Need an answer after Community Christian takes advantage of a second opportunity and punches it in. Dawson Padilla set to take the shotgun snap. He's got it back to each side. It's Santoy Rhodes. He sends in motion from right to left. Now he's going to throw it wide open in the center of the field. Perry Wilson, he'll get wrapped up, but not before he gets first down yardage up to the 30-yard line, giving a gain of 13 on the play. As Perry Wilson showing some nice hands, and he was wide open there on the left side of the field.
Nice little stiff arm there in the middle of the field, pick up an extra couple 3 yards. That was impressive.
So shotgun formation again, Padilla. Terrell Williams in the backfield to his right. Split and slot to each side. Watch Santoy Rhodes. He's in the slot to the right. Padilla takes a snap, looking for Rhodes on the cross route. He hits Rhodes. Rhodes up the field around the left side, 40, and going to be brought down from behind at the 44-yard line. Santoy Rhodes with a gain of 14 on the play. As a lot of cushion, Community Christian must be fearing the deep ball. They're giving Perry a lot of cushion. And Padilla has time to make the throw, and right there, 2 straight intermediate routes, getting Perry 27 yards in their first 2 plays. Padilla this time rolls around to the right side, plenty of time. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a guy up and cannot make the catch. As it was Blaine Douglas out there, and I talked to Coach Cole a little bit before the game, and, Drake Dale would usually be in that spot on the split out. And he said Blaine Douglas, really right now, they're hoping it'll develop a little bit more. He's just a sophomore, but has a little trouble figuring out what he needs to do on the fade as far as going up and getting the football. And right there, he had a step on his guy. Padilla may have underthrew it. You could say the wind maybe has a little bit of effect. It's Perry going north to south, but Douglas had a chance to go up and get it, just couldn't locate it. Wing back to the right side, Chambers. Shotgun formation. Padilla takes a snap. This time he'll hand off to Williams. Williams, stiff arm, is going to be brought down by the jersey. Loss of 1 on the play. So after picking up 27 yards on the first 2 plays on 2 intermediate pass routes, Perry goes deep on a fade route and then runs the football and loses 1 yard. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Ball spotted at the 44.
Well, if you look at Terrell Williams, I mean, 5'10", 200 pounds. One thing he needs to work on is cutting it up inside. He keeps trying to bounce it around outside. He's just not that fast of a runner to try to break around the outside.
Trips right, shotgun formation. Santori Rhodes gets on the stop, and Santori Rhodes gets past the 45, first down yardage. He'll move the chains for the Perry Maroons on a gain of 12. As Santori Rhodes, they ran him just 5 yards on a little stop route, and Santori Rhodes able to pick up the rest with his legs. As it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44 for the Maroons. So a big third down conversion for Perry there. Now into Community Christian territory with 3:09 left here in the first quarter. Trips out to the left side. Dawson Padilla takes the snap, drops back, plenty of time, throws it, and that ball is intercepted. Bad throw. Oh, it's dropped, and they're going to call it a fumble, not a drop. Wow, he picks it up. Now he goes on downfield. Michael Anderson's the one with it up the sideline, cuts back in for Padilla, and he's going to be brought down short of the goal line, but still an interception. And he's going to be inside the 5 to the 4, and that's where Community Christian will take over. As that was just weird, as it was Bane, interception, as Padilla really had nobody there, and Anderson ran right underneath it. And then he dropped the football, thought it may have been incomplete, and he picks the football up. It's almost like he took a dribble with a basketball. It bounces right back up to him. Bad luck for the Maroons. And then he's able to take it on down the field, finally brought down. Padilla got in front of him and kept him from scoring. But Community Christian, great field position here at the 4-yard line with a 1st and goal. Hodgson in the Wildcat. He'll take it, and he's going to be brought down. Good defense there by the Perry Maroons. No gain on the play, as Clifton Crow able to get in there and bring him down. So Clifton Crow into the game, brings him down. As a nice tackle there, no gain on the play, brings up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Hodgson once again Wildcat, this time he'll roll right side, cuts back in, going to be brought down short of the goal line, just a gain of about a half yard there. As Hayden Reedus and Blaze Hurling are there on the tackle, so it's been a 3rd and goal from just inside the 3. As the Perry Maroons looking to hold strong here and keep this a 1-possession ball game. Hodgson, Wildcat again. Takes the snap, runs right inside this time, dives forward, and he will be into the end zone. Touchdown, Royals. As he gets the touchdown, now the score 12-0. Extra point is pending. So they take advantage of 2 missed opportunities. First time they scored was off a roughing the punter, which led to second chance. That time an interception returned inside the 5-yard line, and Community Christian takes advantage of that. Gets in on a 3rd and goal from the 3 from a Hodgson 3-yard run. Now Sturt set for the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the middle, and it is. The score 13-0. The Perry Maroons trail 2 possessions here late in the first quarter with 1:46 to go. As Sack, let's just be honest, Community Christian given 2 great opportunities. What would have been a 3 and out, it was a roughing the punter, which kept that drive alive. And then, honestly, another opportunity as a high snap went over Hodgson in the Wildcat. He fields it, able to gain 4 yards. What would have been a 1st and goal from the 20 turns into a 2nd and goal from the 20 turns into a 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. And then they're able to score on a pass. And then that time an interception by Dawson Padilla returned all the way inside the 5-yard line. They take advantage of that. So Perry, I don't think they feel bad they gave that up, but I think they still feel they're in a good position because I really feel like they gave Community Christian the first 2 touchdowns.
Oh, sure. You know, the roughing the kick, you should never have a roughing the kicker call. It's uncalled for, it's unnecessary, and honestly, it's completely avoidable. You know, and that interception, once Perry got rolling, you know, it was kind of tough to stop. That was just a really unfortunate break. But you're right. You know, Perry gave those 2 scores up.
So Sturt set to kick again. Santori Rhodes set to return, and Santori Rhodes will field it in the end zone, and you can't return it out of the end zone anyway, so he missed the catch, but it didn't really matter. So it goes out of bounds, and it will be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Perry Maroons, as they need to get a score on the board and an answer after 2 back-to-back scores from Community Christian, set off from a roughing the punter and an interception that was returned inside the 5-yard line.
Well, and I wouldn't necessarily worry. Was it week 1 they were down 20-6 going into that second quarter? Perry down 13-0. They can come back from this.
Split and slot to each side. Dawson Padilla takes a shotgun snap. Quick throw out the left side. It's going to be caught up to Santoy Rhodes, and he's wrapped up and can't go anywhere. Check it. Sam Chambers was out there on the slot on the catch, and he's able to gain maybe about 4 yards, and that's it. Still not a bad gain. Sam Chambers getting into the action for the first time tonight. Liam Clausen in the backfield, got a trips out to the right side this time. Padilla, shotgun formation. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Throws it right side. Sam Chambers again, goes up, makes the catch. 30-yard line, past the first down. He fumbled the ball, but it went out of bounds. So he actually gained a yard off the fumble up to the 35-yard line, it appears. So
and he got lucky on that fumble. He needs to work on tucking the ball, because that first catch, as he was going down, he was kind of holding it out in front of him almost like a child, and he almost dropped it when he got hit, and then he did drop it right there going out of bounds, so he needs to work on tucking that ball.
Nice pitch and catch from Padilla to Chambers, but 12-yard gain will move the chains for the Maroons. Split and slot to each side. Clausen lined up to the right of Padilla. At 3-man front, this time looking more like a 4-man front as they put up safety. This time, big hole for Clausen. Clausen past the first down marker, breaks a tackle, up past midfield to the 49-yard line. Liam Clausen, a nice run there. A gain of 15 yards for Liam Clausen, moves the chains and gets into Community Christian territory with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The Maroon fans hear him on the sideline, feeling good. Thinks Perry's going to get a drive going here. Chambers in the wing back. Clausen to the left. They're going to hand off to Clausen. Clausen up the center of the field again. No, check it. It's Terrell Williams that checked in, and Terrell Williams has a nice gain as he's able to get 6 up to the 44.
See, that's a great pickup by Williams. Cut it inside hard right off the bat. Able to break through a couple of tackles there, pick up good yardage.
2nd and 4 upcoming as Williams still in the backfield, trips out to the left side. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation. There are 7 guys in the box for the Community Christian Royals. You got to be thinking Perry may be looking pass, and they will. Quick pass to Santoy Rhodes. Rhodes gets a nice block from Austin Reyes. Up around the left side to the 35, to the 30. One guy to beat, beats him. 10, 5, touchdown, Perry Maroon. Santoy Rhodes, a 44-yard touchdown, catch and run, and Perry is on the board. As the end of the first quarter, the horn sounds, but Perry gets on the board, and now we got a flag down on the field on the 10-yard line. Looks like it's going to be after the touchdown run. Dead ball, personal foul. We'll see what it is, but Santoy Rhodes, a nice catch and run up the sideline, 44 yards for the touchdown.
Well, I think it's going to be on number 1, Perry Wilson, on that far side, because as soon as the flag was thrown, Perry looked right at him and kind of held his hands up.
So we'll wait and see on the official call, and regardless, going to make the extra point harder for the Maroons, it looks like. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's going to be against the Perry Maroons, and it will be Perry Wilson. He looks at Coach Cole and just puts his hands up in the air. What did I do? And I got a feeling that there was probably just something said that the refs heard, and that warranted the flag.
Well, and they may be cracking down a little bit harder this year, because last week during the Blackwell game, they were calling every single little thing, and they were more than half of them were right calls, but.
And it'll be enforced at the kickoff, so Community Christian says we'll enforce it on the kickoff instead, take the field position. And Clausen set the hold for Padilla. Padilla kicks it, and it will be no good as it's left of the spot to hit. And that'll bring an end to the first quarter. The score, 13-6. Perry on the board after a 44-yard touchdown grab by Santoy Rhodes. We will take a timeout. Second quarter action on the way. Sack Lancaster, Jordan Woodruff with you. We'll go back to the Triple Play Sports studio right now. Kate Kinsey will have you a quick score update.
All right, thanks, Jordan. And yeah, I just got a quick score update for you guys right now. Have a little more later. Got a final to report from last night. Actually, Stillwater was visiting Moore for a Thursday night matchup, and Stillwater lost 7-16 was the final score. And then we got a few other area games right now. Currently, I'm just going to update you on the Pawnee versus Hominy game. Hominy has a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0 right now in the first. I'll have much more for you guys later.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent in Perry is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
Hey, we're the Perry Maroon Marching Band. We're listening to Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Back with you. Perry trails started the second quarter, 13-6 Community Christian. And, Zach, they signaled it was Perry that had the unsportsmanlike, but Perry's kicking at the 45 on their own side of the field. So it must have been, since it changed quarters, that they signaled the other way, knowing that it's going to go in the second quarter. So this unsportsmanlike conduct penalty had to be against the Community Christian Royals. In an interesting turn of events. I was with you. I thought it may have been Perry Wilson out there because he looked at Coach Cole and put his hands up, but hey, you'll take it. 13-6 to score. Padilla set to kick. He should be able to get this one into the end zone, but instead he's going to onside kick it. I like the call. Ball's live, and it's going to be fielded. As looked like they were close. Liam Clausen was right in there to get it, but couldn't get there, as Christian Lim was the one that recovered it. And Community Christian will take over at the 28-yard line.
Well, one thing I love about Dawson is he kind of scuffs the side of it, and it flies out there on the end and just kind of spins around and almost spun away from Lim.
Shotgun formation for Bush. Takes the snap. Option around the right side. He'll pitch it. Pitches it forward, so that'll be a pass play and nowhere to go. As good contained there by the Perry Maroons. As on the tackle was Titan Horton. And it'll be a gain of just about 3 on that one. Brings up 2nd and 7. So Titan Horton, he's really been good in pursuit. Remember, he brought a guy down in the 3rd level earlier. Shotgun formation for Bush this time. Perry in the 4-man front. He'll roll out to the left side looking to throw. Now he will throw it. Wide open receiver. It's caught. Brought down immediately, but not before first down yardage up past the 40-yard line. As it was Hayden Reedus who brought him down, but not before they moved the chains.
Well, that was a good tackle by Reedus. He stuck with the guy, made sure he contained him properly, wrapped him up around the legs, and was sure to bring him down.
So this time a handoff to Foster around the left side. Foster's brought back in the backfield. And it's Austin Reyes once again. That'll be his 3rd tackle for a loss in this game. Loss of 1, and Austin Reyes has been a terror for Community Christian, making tackles in the backfield here tonight. So loss of very short there. Brings up a 2nd and a long 10. This time we got a flag down on the field as Community Christian draws an offside against the Perry Maroons. Not sure who jumped there, but it'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Maroons to make the 2nd and 10 a 2nd and 5. And that's never a good thing. Makes it a little more manageable for the Royals. 10:39 left to go here in the half. The score 13-6. Community Christian with the lead and the ball. Pistol formation. Quick pass out to the left side. It's caught. Hodgson breaks a guy, miss. Now up past the 40-yard line, and where do they mark him out at? They'll mark him just inside the 40 at the 39 into Perry territory. Santoy Rhodes brings him down, but not before he does some damage on up to the 39 into Perry Maroon territory. So Community Christian putting together a nice drive here. See if Perry can have the answer. Ball at the 39, 1st and 10 upcoming. Sam Bush in at quarterback, pistol formation. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Throws it left side. That's going to be Hodgson. Hodgson mitt immediately. It will be caught. Santoy Rhodes brings him down, but he's going to be able to pick up right around 3 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, for Sam Bush to never have played quarterback, he's pretty efficient at moving the ball down the field.
Touch passes. Not got a lot of sip on it, but throwing some touch passes here. Perry may have a chance to intercept one here eventually. This time they're going to throw the deep ball. Fade route upcoming. Double coverage. Blaine Douglas there, and Blaine Douglas had a chance to the interception, but a great job. Great job by Michael Anderson. Basically become a defender. You could tell he plays defensive back too. He had the interception earlier, realized he wasn't going to make the catch. He just went in there and slapped it away.
Yeah, because that probably would have went back the other way for another 15, 20 yards if he hadn't done that.
So a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Perry needs to get off the field here. Maybe 4 down territory for Community Christian. And Coach McIntosh will wait and see. But Perry's got to get a stop here on 3rd down first. 3rd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation. Bush takes a snap, drops back in the pocket. Now he's looking to scramble around the right side. He's going to pitch it. What a nice play there. It's caught up towards the middle of the field and tackled by Austin Reyes, but not before a 1st down up near the 20-yard line, as that was a beautiful play. Evan Young was on the reception. And Zach, that was just scrambling. He just kind of pitched it forward, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Well, and he's hurting. He's holding that the back of his right hip. The referee came around. He just kind of landed awkwardly on it.
Trips out to the left side, pistol formation. Single receiver out to the right side, A.J. Ward. Foster lined up behind Bush. Bush takes the snap, throws it. Quick pass out to the left side. Met immediately by Santoy Rhodes and brought down. Gain of maybe 1 on the play, and that is it. As Santoy Rhodes, nice tackle. Santoy Rhodes, I think, leading the Maroons in tackles right now as well, as it was Evan Young on the catch. And no gain on the play, actually. So Santoy Rhodes did a good job in his containment there.
You know, and Santoy, one of the smaller guys on the team, you wouldn't expect him to be one of the most solid tacklers, but he is.
The bulking up that he did in the weight room is certainly paying off here this year, both offensively and defensively. This time they send Young in motion right to left. Bush going to throw a quick pass right side, and Liam Clausen hit him as he tried to make the catch, and he got there just a little too early. A.J. Ward was out there by himself, and Clausen tried to time the hit as the ball hit A.J. Ward, and he timed it a little early, and no doubt about the call there. I thought he did hit him just a split second too early, and that'll warrant a pass interference call.
Yeah, it's just that half step, hit him right as the ball was coming into contact with the body. So great hit by Liam Clausen, great awareness, but got there just that half second too soon.
And we're waiting on the call here from the officials. As Perry comes to their sideline like they're taking a timeout. I didn't see a timeout call. Now they'll go back out there. So Coach Cole, I think, a little upset right now, thinking his team can perform a lot better, and I would agree. I would think they not up to the standard that they were in the first 2 games of the year as of right now. So after a penalty that marches them up inside the 15 all the way down to the 11, it's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for the Royals. Perry trails 13-6, but Community Christian looking to make it a 2-possession lead once again. Pistol formation. Bush takes the snap, hands it off right side to Foster. Foster now cuts it up, and he's going to be brought down as Perry's run defense looking pretty salty here. There's no gain on the play, as it was Clifton Crow again on the tackle there for the Maroons. So no gain on the play, maybe lost a couple inches, in fact. It's Clifton Crow, another big tackle. He's got 2 now on the night. 2nd and long 10 from the 11-yard line. In Perry territory, Bush shotgun formation. Foster lined up to his left. He's got a tight end to his right and split and slot to the left side. He rolls out to the left side looking to throw, throws on the run. It's high, and I think Santoy Rhodes has the interception in the end zone, and he does. Santoy Rhodes has the interception inside the end zone. That's Santoy Rhodes' first interception of the year, and it couldn't come at a better time, as the Perry Maroons will take over after a touchback at the 20 after an interception from Santoy Rhodes. So Santoy with a 44-yard touchdown and now an interception here on the night, and probably leading the team in tackles as well.
Yeah, you're right. That interception couldn't have come at a better time. Stops the drive and the momentum, hopefully switching it back to the Maroons.
Shotgun formation, Padilla, split and slot to each side. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Padilla, plenty of room, makes Hodgson miss. Around the right side, he's got a couple of blockers. Now he'll put his shoulder down and get up to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down and stepped out at the 39. As Dawson Padilla, a 19-yard gain, and that's the first time he's got free tonight on the little zone read.
Yeah, it is, and and that's what you said. CCS, their coach, was saying they were worried about what Dawson could do on his feet. He's been doing really well through the air, and right there burned him for about 19 yards.
So Padilla, shotgun formation again. This time trips out to the right side. Rhodes, who's having a big game. Once again, he's got 6 touchdowns on the year. Hey, he'd like number 7. He's in the slot out there to the right. Padilla takes the shotgun snap. Pressure coming. They'll throw it. Perry Wilson wide open, and he would have had the first down and a little more, but he drops it as he's hit hard by Bryson Wiley. And sack Perry Wilson may have heard footsteps, but you're going to take the hit anyways. You need to catch that football.
Yeah, and I think he catches it if he puts his hands out there to reach for the ball. But as it is, he heard the footsteps, allowed the ball to try to come to him, and it just bounced right off his chest.
Well, and the ball wasn't even at the chest or it was more towards the hip, and that's a tough one to catch with your body. So trips out to the right once again. Padilla, shotgun formation. Clausen lined up to his right in the backfield. This time they'll hand off to Clausen. Clausen, big hole, puts his shoulder down, and he'll get as much as he can. 7 yards on up past the 45-yard line as Liam Clausen made a defender pay by putting his shoulder down there. Brings up a 3rd and 3. I love the way Liam Clausen's running. He'll get a break. Terrell Williams in the backfield now on a 3rd and 3 upcoming for the Maroons. 7:22 left here in the first half. The score, 13-6. Perry trails Community Christian here in Perry tonight. Padilla, shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right side, Santoy Rhodes wide open. He'll make the catch. Check it, that's Sam Chambers again. They both got they're different in size, but they both got the white armbands. So I make a mistake every now and then, but Chambers gets a nice gain on past the 40-yard line. They'll spot him at the 38. So Perry on the pursuit right here of a touchdown. Sam Chambers on a big pass play.
Well, and how far Sam Chambers has come since that first game. You almost can't tell them apart catching the ball.
No coverage on Santoy to the left side, but they finally get somebody out there. Williams gets to carry this time. He'll put his shoulder down and hold on to the football. He had trouble last year. And Terrell Williams going to pick up 9 on past the 30 to the 29-yard line. As that's a nice piece of running by Terrell Williams. Nice to see him get going. I think that's his biggest run of the year, quite honestly, Zach.
Yeah, good hard run, cut it inside, able to make a couple of guys miss and lower his shoulder there to pick up the extra couple yards.
So Perry finding something in the run game as well. Nice balanced attack on this drive. 2nd and 1 upcoming from the 29. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation, trips out to the right side. Terrell Williams lined up to his left. They'll throw it this time. Quick pass out to the right side. Austin Reyes with the catch, and Austin Reyes, as soon as he caught it, he was looking at nothing but putting his shoulder down and inflicting pain. He didn't get a big hit on the defender, but he's still able to get the first down, and that's Austin Reyes' first catch of the year, and it's a nice one moving the chains for the Perry Maroons down to the 24-yard line on a gain of 5.
Yeah, you're right. He stopped that defender short.
Shotgun formation. Padilla, split and slot to each side, takes the snap, draws back the throw. Santoy Rhodes on a little cross route. Santoy Rhodes, a lot of room. He's going to be drugged down inside the 15-yard line down to the 14. Santoy Rhodes, he was wanting his 7th touchdown of the year. A.J. Ward brings him down, but it's going to be a gain of 10 for Santoy Rhodes. Actually give him a gain of 12 onto the 12-yard line, and that's where Perry will take over. 1st and goal from the 12-yard line. The Maroons looking to possibly tie up the game here. Trips out to the right side, Dawson Padilla. Liam Clausen lined up to his left in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Clausen. He tries to spin, and he can't go anywhere. One got him high, one got him low, and brought him down. As Jaden Pennybaker was the one that led the charge low, and then somebody else come in and got him high. So they're going to lose yardage on that one. Get loss of about 3. So the running game was going, but that time they give up 3 yards back to the 15. So 2nd and 13 to go from the 15-yard line in Community Christian territory. Perry, quick pass that time, trying to hit Chambers, and looked like there was a little miscommunication. Nice pressure there, though, by Community Christian in their front line as the ball just a little wide of Chambers, as Chambers think he thought he was going to run a slot, and Chambers kind of cut back inside, but there was pressure there that probably made Dawson Padilla throw that one a little faster than what he wanted.
Yeah, and one thing that could be the issue, this is the fastest game we've had so far. A lot of run plays, a lot of tackles inbounds. The first 2 games, pushing 8 hours worth of football. Tonight, I mean, we're almost to an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and 15 in, and we're near the end of the second quarter. This time, big sack, blind side. Holy smokes, as on that tackle was Bobby Foster, and that is exactly what outside linebackers and DNs dream about. Quarterback not even knowing that you're coming, and you're bearing down, and you just hit him and make him pay. Dawson Padilla gets up okay, but a big loss on the play, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 21 for the Maroons.
And if your quarterback's going to get hit, you kind of want one of those blind sides because you're not really expecting it. Your body's not braced up, so it doesn't really cause that much damage.
This time they're going to throw to Santoy Rhodes. He goes up, can't make the catch, but a flag's down. It's going to be pass interference. As Santoy Rhodes had a step on the defender, he reached out and grabbed him, and it's going to be pass interference. That'll be an automatic first down, as Bryson Wiley was the one in coverage for the Community Christian Royals. And that is just basically the give back that Perry probably needed after giving them the conversion on 4th down after a roughing the punter call. Kept Community Christian's drive alive. This time Community Christian gives one back, and after the pass interference, the Perry Maroons going to keep this drive alive. So ball spot at the 11. So the pass interference will not be an automatic first down. So you got to remember the high school rules vary just a little bit from college and pro. So it's going to be 4th and 9 from the 11-yard line. Shotgun formation, Padilla. Santoy Rhodes out there wide, and they're going to throw to Sam Chambers, and Chambers able to make the catch, but he's short of the first down, and Community Christian's going to take over on turnover on downs. So Community Christian will take over. Not a bad drive from Perry, but they did not end it with points on the board. Community Christian tried to keep it going there on 4th down for them, but couldn't convert after the pass interference on that 4th down conversion. So 4:27 to go here in this first half. The score 13-6. Perry trails Community Christian. As Community Christian will take over with the ball spotted, looks like just around the 5-yard line. So Zach, Perry right here would like to see maybe a 3 and out. If you can get a 3 and out, you're going to have great field position and a chance to score right before the half, and score will get you within 1 extra point, will get the game tied. So Perry, right here, you want the defense to step up big.
Well, and I know they weren't able to put the ball into the end zone, but that last drive, Santoy intercepting the ball there in the end zone. They were able to drive down the field, got a lucky break there. They were on the 22, they were able to get the pass interference. They weren't able to get it in, but as you said, they're going to start right around the 5-6 yard line for Community Christian. Perry, their short yard defense, they gave up that touchdown earlier on in the game, but they've been pretty solid, and they've been solid the first 2 weeks. So I expect this defense to come out fired up. Had about a 2-minute break there, able to catch their breath. So I fully expect Coach Cole to send his defense out there to make a big stop.
So this quarter has actually flew by with a couple of drives. This is only the 3rd possession of the quarter after going 6 possessions there in that first quarter. So Perry would like to get them off the field, get themselves another possession here, and maybe have a chance to score and tie this one up. Bush in the pistol formation, a wing back to the right side, splits to each side, tight end to the left. This time Bush going to keep it himself, got a lot of room, breaks a tackle. Perry Wilson can't bring him down, now cuts back to the right side, breaks another tackle. Austin Reyes in pursuit, up past the 40, 45 to the 50, inside Perry territory, tiptoes the sidelines, and finally steps out at the 38-yard line. As Bush, remember, not a true quarterback, he has transitioned to that this year, so they use him in the running game a little bit, and he's able to make Perry pay all the way to the 38-yard line in Perry territory. Once again, missed tackles plaguing the Maroons.
Well, not only is Bush fast, but his footwork is phenomenal, able to make defenders miss, dancing around, a couple of juke and cut moves there. It's huge.
56-yard gain on that one, and now a flag down on the field. So line judge called the flag. It's going to be a false start against the Community Christian Royals after their big gains. They give up a false start, so it'll be a 1st and 15 now with 4:11 to go here in the half, as that'll back them up 5 on back to the 43-yard line. So Perry will go into the half, hopefully not to be down 2 possessions, but got to be kicking themselves because they've left a lot of things, not playing their best ball thus far in this one.
And gave up 2 touchdowns. They gave 2 touchdowns. Community Christian didn't earn them, so there's going to be a talking to.
Trips out to the left side, pistol formation for Bush. Hard count, now takes a snap, looking out to the left side. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Santoy Rose doesn't give him anything after the catch. It's going to be a gain of around 4 yards, and that is it. As Santoy Rose on the tackle, as Evan Young was there on the catch. Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 11.
4-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down.
So 3:45 left here in the half. If Perry can get a couple of stops, have a good opportunity to get the ball back and maybe get a score before they get in the second half. And we'll see what happens. 2nd and 11 upcoming. Pistol formation, trips out to the left. Bush takes the snap. Pressure by Chambers. Now he's going to break out of the pocket. He's going to throw the fade route. Got a guy with a step, and it's going to be caught out of bounds. As the ball was caught but out of bounds, as looks like Clausen was in coverage, and it was a nice catch, but just couldn't drag that foot and get in bounds. You just need 1 in high school, but could not get it. So Perry, after a scramble, almost maybe set up what would have been a big play. As Bush, that's his best ability, is scrambling. And he's able to find A.J. Ward there, but he caught it out of bounds, so a 3rd and 11 upcoming after the incompletion.
Well, Liam Clausen tracking down the receiver, got there right as the ball was caught, able to kind of shove him out of bounds there as the ball was, as the receiver was coming down. So Liam Clausen saved about 20 yards.
So pistol formation, 3rd and 11 upcoming. 3:25. The clock did stop after that incompletion, so that's in Perry's favor. Bush takes it. He's going to throw a screen pass. Immediately brought down. Great job by Austin Reyes. I think it's another tackle for a loss. That'd be 4 tonight for Austin Reyes. It is, as Josh Hodgson goes nowhere on the screen. Loss of 1, and that's going to bring up 4th and 12. As Austin Reyes just really playing well on defense. He's got a couple of missed tackles, but 4 tackles for loss here in this one thus far. So the clock ticking, 2:55 to go. 4th and 12 upcoming from the 40-yard line. Perry's got to watch a hard count here, but they're going to snap it. Bush going to drop back. He's going to be pressured, going to throw it. It's just lobbed up there, and it's going to be caught, and that'll be a 1st down as Perry could not get it. It was a wobbly duck. Hodgson gets up limping a little bit, but he catches it and moves the chains for the Community Christian Royals. They needed 12 and got about 15.
Yeah, I think everyone came down awkward on that play. You got Perry Wilson there. He's hobbling down on the 10-yard line. I think everyone just kind of came down on top of each other.
And Perry there, a couple of guys right there, and you don't really need the interception in that spot. You need to knock it down. I think some guys going up for an interception instead of knocking it down, and Hodgson, 6'3", able to go up above everybody and get it. So that'll keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. Perry trailing 13-6. Community Christian with the ball. Snap on the ground. Bush picks it up around the left side, and once again, they're going to be able to gain about 4 yards off the air at snap. No, he's going to be out of bounds. Looked like he had a few yards there, but he's going to be out of bounds right near the original line of scrimmage.
Well, one thing Perry needs to work on, there's been 2 or 3 missed snaps, and Community Christian's been able to take advantage of it.
And that was close to 12 men on the field for the Perry Maroons as they had trouble trying to get guys out there but couldn't do it. But if there was a substitution by Community Christian, you have to allow the defense to substitute as well. So the refs are talking this over. I saw a false start as well. The line judge from the head linesman from across the field is the one that called it. It wasn't the line judge. So that's usually false start, and false start will be the call. As if it's going to be a 12 men on the field, and it was. The linesman over here did call that as well as a false start, so the penalty's offset, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. So 2 minutes left here in the first half. 13-6 to score. Perry trails Community Christian. Community Christian with the ball in the 26. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield, shotgun formation. No, they're going to hand it off to Foster. No, keep around for Bush. Bush has the first down, and Moore breaks a couple of tackles on past the 15-yard line, brought down by Blaine Douglas, but not before the damage is done. On inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. A gain of 13 on the play. And now a no huddle. Foster to the left of Bush. Takes a snap. They'll hand off to Foster. Foster trying to get around the edge, right side, in pursuit, and brought down in the backfield. Liam Clausen, a nice tackle there. Loss of about 3 as Liam Clausen runs up and makes the big tackle. And now we'll have a timeout by Community Christian, wanting to preserve time with 1:27 to go. So 13-6 to score. Perry trails Community Christian. Community Christian with the ball on the 16-yard line in Perry territory. And it'll be 2nd and 13 upcoming after this timeout. As Sack, this will be a big momentum play, momentum possession for either team. If Perry's able to get a stop, they go into the locker room with a little momentum saying, hey, we got the stop. We didn't play our best ball in the first half. Let's come out better here in the second half. Community Christian, if they can get the score here, they're going to go to the locker room with a 2-possession lead, and they can kind of play, hey, let's just try to get some drives together and keep the ball out of Perry's hands. So this is a big momentum possession here. Perry needs to cap it off with a defensive stop.
Yeah, no doubt. And one thing that they, I think even if they can come up with that defensive stop and they're able to allow, or they're able to make Luke Sturts miss a field goal, because even 3 points can send a team going into the locker room with momentum. So if Perry can come up with a huge stop and they're able to push that field goal left or right, or just cause an errant snap, which we've seen before on one of the punts, I think Perry they'll come out hot in that second half.
2nd and 13 upcoming from the 16-yard line. Pistol formation. Split and slot to the right side, split and slot to the left. The slots are in tight. They send the slot in motion from right to left. This time a handoff to Foster. Foster hit hard and brought down. If he gained anything, it was very minimum. Parker Gottschalk was in there on the tackle, as well as Blaze Herliner and Austin Reyes, all of them in there on that one. So gain of maybe 1, going to bring up 3rd and 12. So now it looks like Coach Cole will call timeout, and I like this, because if you can get another one, call another timeout, you'll have a little time to get something maybe going. Because remember, the clock stops on chains moving, and you can get a no huddle going here.
Well, and that was, I want to say that was the first timeout that Perry's called all night. So they should still have two more
yeah,
to go.
You're right. First time out.
So that's huge.
So if you get a stop here and it's not an incompletion, it's a great timeout, because if they throw it and it's incompletion, it's 4th down, the clock continues to stop. Then if they miss on 4th down, the clock stops anyways. You're going to get the ball back and have your 2 timeouts. But if they happen to run it and say, we're going to use a little clock here, which I wouldn't think they would do, Sack, unless it's a quarterback scramble, you can call timeout. You still have 1 timeout to work with if you can stop them on 4th down. So nice timeout call by Coach Cole. Good clock management. He's not a rookie coach anymore. He's in his 2nd year, Sack, and I think it showed right there. But it doesn't mean anything if Perry can't get the stop right here against Community Christian.
Well, and they just put a little experience there in the secondary. They brought Braxton Dale, a freshman, out, and they put Dawson Badia in. Hopefully a little speed, a little more experience. Hopefully he can read that quarterback if they try to go to the back of the end zone.
So trips out to the left, ball in the 16, 13-6 to score. Community Christian with the lead here in Perry. 1:07 to go in the half. Empty backfield. They send A.J. Ward in motion right to left. It's a jet sweep. Ward around the left side, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield again. Another tackle for the loss for the Perry Maroons. Santoy Rhodes was there, and he turned him in. And then Bailey Burdick was there to bring him down. So Coach Cole called his 2nd timeout, and now it will be 4th and 14 after a loss of 2, as Community Christian will have 1 more play here. Now, their kicker can kick the field goal. His accuracy not the best, but he does have the leg to do it. So Coach McIntosh on the Community Christian sideline will have a choice here. I think he'll probably go for it. So if Perry gets a stop, let's say your play lasts 7 seconds, Sack, they're going to have 50 seconds to work with to maybe get a score on the board. Regardless, barring you don't have a fumble interception or something like that, you're only going to go down one possession here at the half if you get this stop. But it all comes down, you got to get this stop. Remember, last time they threw it up to Hodgson, who's 6'3", and Hodgson just went up and got it. So be looking for where Hodgson is at here. But no, they're going to bring the kicker out. So Sturts, who has the leg for it, will be attempting what will be a 35-yard field goal. You got to watch the fake as well. He's got the leg for the kick, though. Snap's good, holds good. Sturts kick on the way. Plenty of leg. He skyrocketed that one. And it's no good as it went wide right. So Perry takes over after a missed 35-yard field goal. Perry takes over at the 20-yard line as they walk it up to the 20 after a missed field goal. And they'll have 52 seconds to work with here with one timeout on the board. But Perry throws it. Remember, the clock stops after each movement of the chains. So Padilla, shotgun formation, takes the snap, looking to throw, drops back, throws it to the left side. Sam Chambers, and Chambers going to catch it. He's going to be out of bounds as he's hit hard. That's close to helmet by Bryson Wiley. So the chains move, but it doesn't matter. Perry does not have to rush because Chambers did get out of bounds there.
Well, that's huge. Only 6 seconds off the clock. If they can continue that, picking up 10 to 11 yards per drive, they'll be in the end zone.
Trips right. Dawson Padilla takes the shotgun snap here. Looking to throw right side. He'll throw it out to Chambers again. Chambers makes the catch. Chambers will be past the first down marker. Out of bounds once again. Another gain of 11 for Sam Chambers. Sam Chambers in that slot having a little luck out there, Sack. Just kind of running basically kind of just a little bubble. It's not really a screen, just a little bubble out there, and they been getting it a lot tonight. So just another 7 seconds runs off. 39 seconds left. Perry marching down the field, looking to score before the half. Ball at the 41. Padilla, shotgun formation, split and slot to each side. Drops back. Plenty of pressure coming this time. Steps up this time. Now looking to run. He's got a little room. Cuts back in. Needs to get the first down. Spins forward. Gets the first down. So that will move the chains on the first down and stop the clock with 29 seconds to go. So Perry will not have to use the timeout after a gain of 11 again. This ball will be spotted at the 48. And now the clock is running. Perry's got to get set. Down to 20 seconds. Padilla takes a snap. Looking to throw. Now he's going to roll around to the right side. He's going to hum it long distance up towards Santori Rhodes. Santori Rhodes going to have it tipped away. And the pass, no good. As Santori Rhodes was well past. I mean, he was just looking back, kind of playing almost like safety. It was more of a jump ball than anything, but not a bad jump ball in that situation with 11 seconds to go. Bryson Wiley, once again, the one knocks it down. So 11 seconds to go. Perry has a timeout. So, Sack, you've got a couple of options right here. You can run. Santori Rhodes checks out now after trying to get that pass. So you can throw it midfield and call your timeout and have one shot at the end zone. So you do have the one timeout to burn. Get the first down. Doesn't matter. So Padilla takes a snap. Screen pass this time. They got blockers out in front for Clausen. Clausen breaks a tackle around the left side. He'll have enough for the chains. Around the left side again. Another blocker makes a guy miss. Trying to score. No time on the board. Liam Clausen, 10, 5, touchdown, Perry Maroons. Liam Clausen scores right before half on a brilliant call from Coach Cole on the screen pass. And Perry scored right before the end of the first quarter with no time on the board. Santori Rhodes on the pass play. This time it's Liam Clausen on the screen pass, and Perry has a chance to tie it up with an extra point or take the lead with a 2-point conversion after the big catch from Liam Clausen. How far was that, Sack?
49 yards.
49-yard catch by Clausen. Padilla set for the extra point. No time left here in the half. As Padilla trying to make it a tie game, going to the locker room. Low kick, and I think it's going to be left, and it is. So Perry gets some momentum going to the half. They can't tie it up. They trail 13-12, but a 49-yard screen pass. Padilla hits Clausen, and Clausen had some blockers out in front, made some guys miss, cuts around to the left side, and is able to score as the Maroons get a nice ovation from the fans here on the sideline and good momentum going there into the second half. 13-12 is the score. The Perry Maroons trail, but A big screen pass to Liam Clausen gets the Perry Maroons within 1 point as we end the first half. The McDonald's halftime show, that is coming your way next. Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff with you. We'll have the McDonald's halftime show coming up, as we said. We'll have an interview with Dawson Padilla. Zach was able to sit down with him. We'll also have our halftime blitz featuring, I think it's Dawson Padilla this week. So we'll have that coming up. So maybe a double dose of Dawson. No, I think it's actually Liam Clausen this week we're going to be featuring. So that'll be coming your way right here on Triple Play Sports Radio. Right now, let's send it back to Cade Kinsey as he's in the studio, ready to give you a score update. So, Cade, take it away.
Alrighty, thanks, Jordan. Got a few more scores to go over here. Going to start with some area games. Perkins Tryon versus McLeod tonight. They have a 7-0 lead. Morrison at Tonkawa. Tonkawa leads Morrison by a touchdown, 7-0 in the second. Pawnee versus Hominy. Hominy continues to lay that one on. They lead 21-0 now. And then Guthrie at Ponca City. That's a high-scoring one right there, 0-0 in the second. And then moving on to some 2A District 1. Hennessy versus Kingfisher tonight. Kingfisher is up 6-0. Newkirk versus Blackwell. Blackwell is up 6-0. Chisholm versus Fairview. Chisholm has a 12-0 lead in that one. And Alva at Oklahoma Bible. That one's pretty close. Oklahoma Bible has a 1-point lead, 7-6 in that one. And then Mustang versus Norman tonight. Mustang has a 13-3 lead. And then lastly, Union versus Jinx are playing tonight, and Jinx has a 14-10 lead. We'll have more scores later on, and the halftime show is next.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
You'll be walking proud in a new pair of Justin boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin boots have been handcrafted since 1879, and the Cowboy Travel Plaza has a wonderful selection. Justin Boots, providing dependable footwear at a value. For a great selection of Justin boots, it's the Cowboy Travel Plaza at Interstate 35 and Highway 51, exit 174. Boots and barbecue, they await you at the Cowboy Travel Plaza.
Hey football fans, the crunch, crack, and bang of bones go along with gridiron football, but where do you go when your bones take a hit? Turn to Stillwater's own Ortho Oklahoma. As bone and joint specialists, our board-certified orthopedic physicians join physical therapists and nurses to treat your injuries with hometown friendliness and expert care. At Ortho Oklahoma, we are keeping you together. Learn more at orthook.com or call 405-707-0900.
It's time to get to know your Perry Maroons with the Halftime Blitz, brought to you by Ortho Oklahoma. Go ahead, Maroon. Introduce yourself.
Austin Reyes, wide receiver and outside linebacker.
What's your favorite food?
Chicken.
Who's your favorite superhero?
Iron Man.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Scarlett Johansson.
What's your favorite hobby?
Golfing.
Name one place you'd love to visit.
Hawaii.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Luke Keckley.
Who do you look up to the most?
My mom.
What's a tip you'd tell your freshman self?
Play every down like it's your last, because you'll never know when it ends.
What's your plans after graduation?
I want to go and pursue pharmacy school at KU or SWASU.
It's the McDonald's halftime show. The Perry Maroons trail Community Christian here at their home opener, 13-12. And that was your halftime blitz brought to you by Ortho Oklahoma. This week we featured Austin Reyes, and he said Keekly was his favorite defense or favorite player. And he's been playing a little bit like Keekly tonight because he's been all over the field, 4 tackles for a loss. So see if he can keep that going there in the second half. So the McDonald's Halftime Show, we welcome you to that as Community Christian entertaining the fans here at halftime. The Perry Maroon Band will be up here in just moments. But get you caught up with what happened there in the first half, as that was the quickest first half that we've had so far here in this season for the Perry Maroons, as they air the ball out a lot, but Community Christian ran the ball quite a bit, so we had an expedited first half that only lasted about an hour and a half. All started, both teams, Community Christian had the ball first. They elected to receive. They had to punt it away after a 3-and-out. Perry, though, they had a 3-and-out immediately after that. Then Community Christian, after a roughing the punter call, kept their drive alive. They were able to get down inside the 5-yard line, and after a few plays, they had a 2-yard touchdown catch on a little play action as Bush hit Evan Young. The extra point was no good. The score 6-0 at that point. Perry, though, had the quick answer, as they've been able to do that throughout this year as a little bit later on. But Community Christian actually had the interception of Padilla, as Anderson intercepted and then ran it all the way back to the 4-yard line. And then just a few plays later, Hodgson was able to get into the end zone. Extra point was good that time, 13-0 after a 3-yard run. Then Perry had the answer, as Dawson Padilla hit Santoy Rhodes at the end of the first quarter with no time left in the first quarter. Santoy Rhodes caught it on a little out route out of the slot. He went 44 yards on the run for a touchdown. Extra point failed. Score was 13-6 at that point. Then in the second quarter, Community Christian threatened. They were driving downfield, but it stalled, and then they threw it to the end zone, and Santoy Rhodes with the interception of Sam Bush. After that, Perry put a nice little drive together, but ultimately they had to turn it over on downs inside the 20-yard line. After that, Community Christian put together a drive of their own. They missed the field goal. The 35-yard field goal was missed by Sturts, who had plenty of leg, just went wide right. And then after that, Perry got the ball with 52 seconds left in the half. They had 3 straight plays for 11 yards, and then an incompletion. And then that set up a 49-yard touchdown catch by Liam Clausen on the screen pass on a nice call from Travis Cole. He had blockers out in front of him, made a guy miss, then he cut to the left, and he had a wide-open lane all the way to the end zone. That brought the score 13-12 after the extra point failed. So Perry has been pretty clutch on a couple of possessions, scoring with no time left in the first quarter, no time left in the second quarter. They've been putting a lot of points up this year, so they got 12 points right now, but a lot of things are left on the board for Perry. I think that Coach Cole has to be happy they scored, got it within 1 point, but I don't think they played their best ball in the first half. I'll be interested to see what they do here in the second half.
No, and it was a good first half. The defense failed on a couple of pretty key stops there, a couple of crucial penalties that really hurt him. But you look offensively, one of the goals Coach Cole said this week was try to, or actually for the rest of the season, was try to get Dawson's completion percentage up over 500. And right now he's setting at 15-19, 209 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. That's pretty good. You look at last year, that's what he had in a lot of his games altogether. Liam Clausen, 5 carries, 31 yards, and then that huge touchdown catch, 49 yards. Santoy Rhodes, a little quiet tonight, 4 catches, 80 yards. I was talking to the coaches last week.
4 catches, 80 yards is quiet for him, huh?
I know, right? I was talking to Coach Dolzal, and in that first week, Santoy, they believe that he hyperextended that right knee, and it's been bugging him ever since, and he came off there right before Liam Clausen caught that pass. He was kind of limping, holding that knee, and hopefully he's able to get that under control. But I know the one thing that Cole is going to talk to the team to about during the halftime is going to be defense. You got to come up with big stops on defense.
Yeah, and they will need to do that. So the Perry Maroon Marching Band about to entertain the fans. It's the McDonald's halftime show. The score here in Perry for Perry's home opener. They trail at the half to Community Christian, 13-12. We come back, we will have our halftime profiler, brought to you by Stillwater Medical Center this week, featuring Dawson Padilla. Got a chance to sit down and talk to him. Once again, score 13-12 here at the half as the Perry Maroons trail here at home to Community Christian. You're listening to McDonald's halftime show here on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The Perry Maroon Profiler is up next on the McDonald's halftime show after a word from our sponsors.
Are you looking to buy a house, refi your mortgage, or access the equity in your home? First Bank offers a wide variety of mortgage products with the most competitive rates in town. We're dedicated to find a loan that's right for you. Call Lori or Michelle today at 580-336-5562, or you can apply online at bankfbt.com with our convenient mortgage app. Let us make your dream a reality. First Bank and Trust Company, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th, or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
No one knows the Pokes like Robert Allen, and Triple Play Sports Radio is your home for the man behind the scenes at Oklahoma State. Join Robert every weekday from 9:30 to 1. Big interviews? Robert's got them. Opinions on sports topics you crave? He's got it covered. Oklahoma State Insight? Better double check that one. It's the Robert Allen and Friends Show. Every weekday, only on your home for sports with an orange flavor. Triple Play Sports Radio.
To our neighbors and friends, we come to you today to let you know what's on our hearts. Because you're the reason this is so much more meaningful than a job. And the reason we believe in the power of investing in tomorrow, as well as the power of community. So this is simply thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to move forward and grow, but never lose sight of the roots that connect us. Sincerely, Stillwater Medical.
It's the McDonald's Halftime Show on Triple Play Sports Radio. Now, with your halftime update, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
It is the McDonald's Halftime Show as the Perry Marching Band entertaining the crowd here at halftime. And Perry trying to get the home opening win tonight. What stands between them is 24 minutes, and they're spotting Community Christian a point, but they'll have the ball to begin the second half. 13-12 the score. It's time for our Perry Maroon Profiler, brought to you each week by Stillwater Medical Center. And this week, Zach Lancaster got a chance to sit down with Dawson Padilla. And here it is.
Zach Lancaster here with senior quarterback Dawson Padilla. Number 13. Why 13?
Ever since I was little, when I joined the Mudcats for a baseball team in Little League, for some reason, A-Rod was my guy. I always wanted to be his number, and then I started getting into football more, and I just carried that number over. So.
Speaking of baseball, was it all district this past season or all area?
I got all area north, first team vibe for baseball.
Very cool. I assume shortstop.
Third base.
Third base wanted to be A-Rod. So, well, I guess A-Rod played a little shortstop.
Yeah.
I guess they tried to play shortstop and didn't really work. I was talking to Coach there, and 52 of 105 your first two games. 781 yards, just under 500% completion on the season. It's two games. Does it put any kind of strain or pressure on you during the game, or is it just an opportunity to go out? I mean, you're averaging 390 yards a game. Is that like an excitement factor? Does that give you more motivation to go out there and play harder, or is it a bit of a strain on you?
I kind of really just not think about it. We have such high goals this year. I'm just trying to go out there and do what I can and what this team can to win the football game we have ahead of us. Sometimes I don't even realize that we're airing it out that much, but we're going to do what we do to win this football game.
And that's the same attitude that a lot of people have had that I've talked to. It's last week you had Blackwell at a great win. The week before that, you lose a heartbreaker at the final couple minutes to Fairview. Right. But those two games aren't really in the heads of the players. It's always, we're looking forward to next week. As soon as that game's over, it's over. We're moving on to the next game. Is that how a lot of the attitude is in the locker room?
We would have loved to finished on top against Fairview. Of course, Blackwell's a big rival, Battle of the Maroons. But, we're going to still play Perry Maroon football and give it all we got, because we're just preparing for the next week. And then once we get into districts, we're 0-0 again. Mm-hmm. That's where it really matters, is district play.
Y'all didn't lose that many players after last season, but the guys that are sticking around, a lot of the younger guys, do you see them filling into those roles properly, or do you think they still need a little bit of work?
They're stepping in good. They're working hard. They're paying attention in practice, wanting to get better every day. We have Titan Horton, who didn't play last year. He stepped in really good, has been working his tail off all summer long up until this point. Briar Chafin, he didn't play last year, and he's been a big part on offense, left guard and tackle, whichever he needs to fill in. Drake's been really working hard with me after practice throwing and stuff. I mean, they're just all around wanting to be the best. It's our goal to be the best team this year.
Of all the return players besides the seniors, who do you feel is the most improved?
Probably Blaze Hurlinger. Last year he was a freshman. We expected a lot out of him. I mean, we did get a lot out of him. But me personally, I don't look at him as a sophomore or freshman. I look at him as if he's a junior or senior, as a leader on defense. And he's a good football player, and I expect a lot out of him.
Now, what are your season goals, your personal goals throughout the season? And obviously, you know, every high school player wants to go to state and win state. And what are some of your personal goals throughout the season?
I would like to hopefully get my completion percentage up over 60%. Of course, keep the INTs down. I'd also like to at least rush for over 500 yards this year.
That's close.
Right. Yeah,
it's close, you know, and you're just sitting just under 500. I think only 3 interceptions on the year, so I feel like those goals are pretty doable.
Yeah.
The first week, the defense failed to stop a lot of the bigger plays, and last week against Blackwell, there were a few big plays given up deep, but there in the second half, it seemed like Coach Cole was able to figure out what it was. I know he moved Liam Clausen over and to block that. I was at Morrill, the wide receiver, and it shut him down. I think he only had 30 some odd receiving yards there in the second half. Is that something you guys work on during practice? You know, working on big plays.
Yeah, we're working on mainly one-on-ones, the little stop and goes, out and ups, just the double move routes. That's what beat us mainly last year, and then. A lot of tackling and open field tackling this week in practice, and we've improved, but we're still not quite there yet. But if we can just hang on, have everyone rally, that'll be fine too.
And talking to Austin last week, you know, he said you and Parker Gottschalk were two very vocal leaders in the locker room before the game, trying to get everyone psyched up and move out the distractions. What would you say is your go-to pregame ritual? You know, I mean, and is it the same for baseball? Do you have the same pump-up music, the same routine? You put this on before you put that on?
In baseball, I mean, it's not as exciting as football because baseball's, I mean, it is a team sport, but a lot of it's kind of moving slow. But in football, you're flying around every play. It doesn't matter if you're on special teams, offense, or defense. You're flying around. But during football and the pre-games, we like to get focused in, listen to music. Sometimes some kids like to leave the locker room, have a little bit of time to themselves, think, and not jack around. But other than that, we hit a quick prayer, and then we take the field and it's business time.
What would you say is your biggest distraction to overcome on game day?
Biggest distraction, probably the News OK predictions. The last 2 weeks we're predicted to lose. We just put that in the back of our mind. We played off of that. We knew we were better than that in the predictions, and we didn't quite come out with the win at Fairview, but we didn't put up a 42-7 loss. And then in Blackwell we picked to lose, and we ended up winning by 5. So.
Who's been your biggest inspiration, your biggest supporter throughout your football career?
Probably my mom. I mean, she supports me, but she's afraid I can get hurt. I mean, she's just being a mom, but she always supports me in every sport, everything I do, extracurricular activities, school and everything. She's always there for me.
And it's obviously, you know, your senior year and you're coming up on the end of it. What do you want to do after high school? Do you want to continue playing baseball or football going into college, or are you trying to focus on academics and getting a career?
I would like to play ball anywhere for college, baseball or football, but also academics is important in getting my career set throughout the rest of my life because who knows, I might not be playing sports for the rest of my life. You never know.
What do you want to go to school for? Is there any career path that you think you'd like to do?
I'd like to be either a PT, physical therapist, or somewhere in the sports medicine field. That'd be nice. I mean, I enjoy that kind of stuff. So.
All right, very cool. Thanks, Dawson. I appreciate it. Now the senior quarterback, Dawson Padilla, number 13. Jordan, back to you.
That was Dawson Padilla. Thank you, Sack, and a good interview there. And got to say, here at halftime, the robotics team got their robot they built that shoots footballs, and it's pretty cool. I got to give them credit. Pretty neat. I can't describe it too good. It's got 2 cylinders. I'll try to do my best for them. And then a gun right there in the middle that shoots out multiple balls at one time, and it's really, really neat. So if you get a chance to get to the Perry game, you need to see the robotics team and their machine. I always like to get the other people out there a little credit. Cheerleaders, band, and now the robotics team, and really cool thing they've made for the Perry fans here tonight. All right, we need to take a timeout. You've been listening to McDonald's Halftime Show. When we come back, Perry Maroons will try to reclaim the lead and keep it here in this second half. The score 13-12, Perry trails here in their home opener to Community Christian. Second half action on the way next here on Triple Play Sports Radio. Yeah.
The second half kick is on the way. Stay tuned for second half action on Triple Play Sports Radio.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Personal services and discounts up to 40%. No wonder more drivers trust State Farm Insurance. And your agent, Perry, is Cheryl Mandeville. Give Cheryl a call today and check with her on your home, car, health, life insurance, and more. She will steer you in the right direction. Cheryl Mandeville, State Farm Insurance, located at 405 Fur Avenue in Perry, or call 580-336-2110.
We're the Perry High School cheerleaders. We're listening to Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
I'm Jordan Woodruff, joined by Zach Lancaster. It's Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio. The score 13-12. Perry trails Community Christian here in Perry's home opener, but trying to change that, and they'll have the ball to begin the second half. A weather update for you. Certainly worried about the weather tonight in the state of Oklahoma. Some schools across the state bumped their games up to 6 o'clock. Even the Cowgirl soccer team bumped their game up to 6 o'clock due to the fact there could be inclement weather moving in. It's 88 degrees right now. Feels like it's about 95. With that wind out of the southwest bringing that moisture in, when it storms, it's going to storm more than likely. Some heavy rain and possibly more than likely lightning. Right now, that front that's moving through, it's going to be an impact maker across the state tonight, but it's still well west of Enid. So Perry and Community Christian should be able to get in this game here tonight, but still, weather is something to keep an eye on, and our friends out to the west probably having quite a bit of trouble right now getting some games in with the weather delays they may be having out there. And I think if you're in the Enid area, you're probably going to have you may have a little bit of a weather delay tonight, but I still think teams to the kind of Perry into the east should be just fine. So we'll wait and see, and hopefully that's the case, and that's a good thing considering this game has moved pretty fast tonight, considering the last 2 games for Perry moved pretty slow because of the passes that were attempted, more running plays here tonight. So Perry will have the ball to begin here in the second half. Zach, what's some of your observations from the first half, and what are you looking for here in the second half?
Well, we need the defense to come up big. I don't want to say they had some of the same issues against Blackwell last week, but they need to work on wrapping up and tackling. They've done a slightly better job, but they need to don't make as many dumb mistakes, don't make many penalties. And then Dawson, him coming out hot like he did that the first half into the first quarter into the second quarter. I think it's going to be great. I think with that momentum, that touchdown Liam Clausen had, it's going to make a big difference here in the third quarter.
So they got the clock going now. They're keeping the 3 minutes going. They're trying to get this thing going. Everybody's ready. So Santori Rhodes, Terrell Williams set back to return. Sturt set to kick with the big leg. It's going to be a pop-up kick. Oh, my golly, that's a live ball. And Liam Clausen able to get there. Probably should have called fair catch, but golly, that's a live ball in the air, Zach. And you need to call fair catch, so Coach Cole probably needs to talk to him about that. Liam Clausen made a great job fielding it. Got to give him credit there, but that was just a high-arching pooch kick. And I don't know if I've ever seen that pooch kick get that high before. I mean, he kicked it high.
Yeah, he did, too. Right over there, landed about the 30-yard line. And we'll give Liam credit. I mean, he caught the ball, but he took a heck of a hit as soon as he did.
So Perry will take over at the 30, 70 yards to go for the touchdown and try to get their first lead of the night. Padilla, shotgun formation, trips out to the right side, takes a snap, looking to throw, throws it on a little hitch route to Santoy Rhodes, and that's a rare drop from Santoy Rhodes. He would have got him about 5 yards. He's able to get that, but Santoy on the drop. Like I said, you haven't seen too many of those this year from him. Remember, he's already got 4 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown here in this one, and we kind of joked that was a slow night for him considering those first 2 games.
Yeah, and that, as you said, that is a rare drop. I mean, even going back to last season, one thing that Santoy isn't afraid of is getting hit. He'll catch that ball whether he's got 3 defenders on him or not.
This time, Santoy Rhodes in the backfield sent him in motion, and Dawson Padilla drops back, throws it, hums it, and Blaine Douglas was right there, didn't even try to get the ball. He thought it was going to Sam Chambers, and it was towards Blaine Douglas. He just didn't even reach out, thought Sam Chambers behind him would get it, and that's going to be another incompletion. So not a good start right here for the opening drive of the second half for the Perry Maroons as they trail 13-12. So Santoy Rhodes, he's in the slot. To the right of him is Sam Chambers. And Blaine Douglas to the right of them. Be looking for Santoy here. Shotgun formation, Padilla takes the snap, looking to throw. Santoy Rhodes on a post route, and Padilla is going to be wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for the sack. Santoy Rhodes had single coverage and a step on his guy, but Padilla just did not have the time to get it there. And that will bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Perry Maroons after a 5-yard sack, as we'll credit Kendall Smith there on the sack for the Community Christian Royals.
Bit of a collapse there, but one thing that you can say, I mean, you can give a lot of praise to that offensive line. They've given Dawson Padilla a lot of room. They've given Liam Clausen and Terrell Williams a lot of space, opening up holes. So great job tonight by the offensive line.
Young is set to return. Hartwig kind of checking in late here. Still 10 seconds of the play clock. Hartwig, he gets set. Now he'll move from left to right. Padilla stumps his foot, gets the snap. Good snap on the punt. And Padilla, end-over-end kick to the right side. He'll take a bounce at the 48, bounce to the left side, and will be down at the 42-yard line. So that's where Community Christian will take over. Decent field position to start their first drive of the second half after a 3-and-out for the Perry Maroons.
That's a great kick by Dawson. One thing you can say about Dawson is his punting has improved.
Not only that, he may not get the distance you want every time, but he does kick kind of a lower kick and kicks it away from the returner, and it usually gets a bounce of at least 5, maybe 10, 15 yards sometimes.
Yeah, well, there's not many times where the opposite team returns those punts.
We've already seen special teams hurt Perry this year in that first game with Fairview in that long kick return for a touchdown. Shotgun formation, low snap this time. It's on the ground. Bush able to pick it up. Now he's going to try to get a little bit of room. Can't do it, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Austin Reyes, that is his 5th tackle for a loss now. As that's going to be a loss of right around 11 yards on that one as the low snap just rolled the Bush, couldn't field it. Had to be more of a shortstop than a quarterback. Went right through his legs, and Austin Reyes is able to capitalize there and bring him down in the backfield for a loss of 11. Like I said, Austin Reyes has been in the backfield all night. 5 tackles for a loss. Pistol formation. Back to the left of Bush is Foster. One guy behind him. Receiver to each side. Bush drops back to pass, looking downfield. He'll throw it left side, and Reyes is there to hit immediately. The ball will be caught and then out of bounds. Gain of just about 4 yards as Hodgson was there on the catch.
Run out of bounds by number 5, Austin Reyes.
So that's going to be another tackle for Austin Reyes, and now more importantly going to bring up a 3rd and 16 after a gain of 5. So Perry Maroon's got a chance to get off the field here if they can get this 3rd down stop. 9:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 12-13 the score. Perry trails Community Christian. Pistol formation again for Bush. He's got 2 backs in the backfield, and one to his left, one behind him. Split and slot to the left side. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to get away from the sack, and now he's going to get away, and he's going to throw it, and that ball is going to be incomplete.
Bush's pass falls incomplete.
So out there in coverage was a good job by a couple of Perry Maroons. Josh Hodgson was the intended receiver. Blaine Douglas was in coverage. Back there almost with the sack. Looked like it was Bailey Burdick. Couldn't bring him down, but still no harm, no foul as it's incomplete. And Community Christian will punt the ball. And once again, we start this game with 2 straight 3-and-outs.
Yeah, that's great pressure there. And one bad snap, and Perry was actually able to capitalize on that. So great defensive stop by Perry.
Sturt set the kick. He'll boot this one good. And Santoy Rhodes will have to get it off the bounce if he does get it. And he will. Now he'll make a guy miss, and no, he gets tripped up, and he's going to be brought down right around the 16-yard line. That's where Perry will take over. As Santoy kind of waited to field the ball, then he got it, and then he tried to make a guy miss and couldn't do it.
Don't blame him one bit. He had a return last week against Blackwell where he had a couple of defenders humming in, and Santoy able to pick it up off the bounce going backwards, able to pick up 25 to 30 yards on that return. So I like that. I agree with it because the ball's going to be down there anyway.
We got a dead ball foul, it looks like. Personal foul, dead ball against the Perry Maroons as Austin Reyes talking to Coach Cole. So you got to be thinking that may be on Austin Reyes. Didn't see exactly what happened out there. Think it was a dead ball foul. That being the case, Perry will remain in possession of the football, which is a break. But the bad news, it'll be half the distance to the goal, and Perry will start their drive instead of the 15 inside the 10 at the 7. So good news is you keep the ball. Bad news is you back yourself up a little farther down the field. Now they'll have to go 93 yards if they want to score a touchdown and get their first lead of the night with 9:07 left here in the third quarter.
Well, good news is, Dawson, that last drive there in the first half, able to fire across the middle, pick up some good yardage. There's still plenty of time left in this game, so I expect Dawson to come out and complete some passes here.
Maybe run a few plays. They did have a little bit of luck running the football earlier, and this time they'll fake the run. Quick pass out to the right side, and that's too low for Blaine Douglas to get underneath. So incomplete there as Blaine Douglas could not get underneath the football. He had to dive anyway, so it would have been no gain on the play if he did catch it. Padilla a little off target on that one. So 2nd and 10 upcoming from the 7 for the Perry Maroons. Clausen in the backfield. Padilla takes a shotgun snap. This time hands off to Clausen. There's a penalty comes down. That's usually in the vicinity of a hold as Clausen gains positive yardage up near the 13-yard line, so a gain of around 6. But there is a penalty marker down on the field, so if it's a hold, that'll back Perry up even more. We'll wait and see on the call, and it will be a hold, so that'll be another half the distance from the goal foul. As Perry gets a little run and a little breathing room, but instead a holding call backs him up even farther. So that'll spot him back a little bit more, back all the way to the 4-yard line now for the Perry Maroons.
Yeah, this isn't the start that you wanted, but the way we've seen Perry play, it's manageable. Unfortunate, but manageable.
So Padilla takes the shotgun snap, throws it. Liam Clausen wide open, got plenty of room. He'll spin, and another flag down in the backfield as Clausen gets good yardage on the 2nd down play. Would bring up a 3rd and 4, but there's a flag in the backfield. We'll wait and see on the call. It may be a roughing the passer, and that would be perfect for Perry. It is roughing the passer, personal foul, as Padilla was hit after he threw the football. So that is a good break for the Maroons. They back themselves into a corner. And now the roughing the passer call will put Perry up the field considerably, and more importantly, will give them a 1st down and 10. So I think that's 3 plays in a row with a penalty sack?
Yeah, and 26 yards on that one. So that's a good one.
So split and slot to each side for Padilla after the roughing the passer penalty. That marches them up to the 30-yard line. Padilla takes a snap, throws it left side, hits his receiver. Perry Wilson has some room up the field, past the 1st down marker, tiptoes the sidelines, and he will be marked out. Give him a gain of 12 up to the 42.
And that's what I was talking about. It's unfortunate that you're backed up against the goal line on the 4, but it's manageable. The way this Perry team fights and how resilient they are, 96 yards to go is not really anything, and as on the 42 now.
13-12 the score. Perry trails Community Christian here in Perry's home opener. But they are trying to get a drive going right here. A ball spotted at the 42 of 1st and 10. Padilla has trips out to the right side. Terrell Williams in the backfield to his right. I think it's Perry Wilson over there all alone to the left. They haven't really went to that island over there much. We'll see what they do here. Padilla drops back. He's pressured. He gets away. Now he's going to flush around to the right side, looking downfield. Sam Chambers wide open, dives, and he can't make the catch. It's Padilla. If he would have had just another yard on that, Chambers would have been able to slide underneath it and make it, but it's incomplete. Still a good try. Padilla gets away from pressure and still almost hits Chambers, and that'll be an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 upcoming.
You know, and that's probably the best outcome because Dawson, you know, he's throwing across his body. Sam Chambers has to come back 6 or 7 yards to try to catch that. Dawson able to avoid the sack and give up about 8 yards.
Trips right. Liam Clausen in the backfield to the right of Padilla. Padilla takes a shotgun snap. Quick pass out to Santoy Rhodes on the bubble. Santoy Rhodes now puts a move on, rolls, and he'll be up near the 44-yard line. Hodgson on the tackle, just a gain of about 2. So a 3rd and 8 now. For the Perry Maroons, let's see what they can come up with here. Regardless, they're going to flip field, it looks like here, but still you'd love to get this 3rd and 8, keep this drive alive with 7:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Padilla drops back, plenty of time. Now he'll roll around to the left side, throw to Clausen. Clausen makes the catch. He gets a block from Reyes. Now Reyes going to push him forward and going to have enough for the first down. Liam Clausen able to get the first down, and I was a little worried there that Reyes may have pushed him in the back, but he didn't push him hard, so it won't be a block in the back. And Liam Clausen able to get the first down on a nice gain of around 10 yards on up to the 46-yard line. So Perry now, after the 3rd down conversion, inside Community Christian territory, looking to take the lead on this drive. Santoy Rhodes in motion left to right. They're going to run an option. Option out to Clausen. Clausen now going to be brought down in the backfield. Had absolutely nowhere to go, as Josh Hodgson was there on the tackle on the option play. It'll be a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12, as that was just... Haven't seen the option really tonight, Sack. Just the old-fashioned pitch option. And that time, Hodgson had it red over there for Community Christian. Trips out to the right side. Padilla takes a snap, rolls out to the right, looking to throw, throws it on the run, and diving down, trying to make the catch. We'll see what the call is, and they're going to say it's incomplete, as Chambers made the plea to the referee that he had it, but the referee said, "Nah, you don't." Tough to tell from our angle, but it'll be a ruled incomplete pass, and that'll make it 3rd and 12. So it looks like it's going to be trips out to the right side. Santoy Rhodes going to be the slot receiver. Sam Chambers to his right. Blaine Douglas split out as the wide out to the right. Perry Wilson all alone to the left side. 3rd and 12 upcoming. Padilla, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Now he's looking to throw. Williams out of the backfield. Williams sketches it. Got a little room. He'll get down near the first down marker. I think he's just a bit short, but still a nice gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 1, and Coach Cole will go for this one.
Yeah, about 1.5 yards short, but that's a great pickup by Terrell Williams. Reading the defense, able to skirt around the outside, try to pick up a little extra yardage. It's manageable.
They're having luck with guys out of the backfield passing the football, so we'll see what happens here. A 4th and a long one upcoming. Perry going to try to get this one. Terrell Williams in the backfield. Wing back to the right, split and slot to the right side. They'll hand it off to Williams. No, Padilla's going to keep it. And Padilla will have enough for the first down and move the chains on past the 35-yard line down to the 33.
Huge pickup there. That fake has worked really well all season long for Dawson, faking either to Williams or Clausen and keeping it up the middle.
He's good on that fake. He gets me half the time. So Padilla moves the chains again, and a crucial drive for Perry, trying to claim their first lead of the night with 5:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Shotgun formation, wing back to the right's Chambers. Slot out to the left of Santoy Rhodes. Blaine Douglas wide out to the right. Perry Wilson wide out to the left. They'll do the quick pass to Santoy Rhodes. Santoy Rhodes going to be met immediately. Has a good job on the tackle by Evan Young. Santoy Rhodes only able to gain maybe 2 there on that reception. Got to be thinking too, Sack. They're going to eventually maybe fake it to Santoy and let Santoy go deep.
Yeah, you know, and that hasn't happened tonight, and I think he can burn this young secondary.
Shotgun formation, trips out to the left side. Padilla takes a snap, dropping back, He'll throw it this time to Padilla. Dangerous pass and tipped away. Great coverage there. As that was tipped away by Cole Tyler, the linebacker. Really haven't called his name a lot tonight, but he made a big tip there as they try to get Santoy Rhodes on the stop route. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Well, you know, and as you said earlier, they haven't really gone to that island with Perry Wilson over there. I expect him to do that here pretty quick as well.
Shotgun formation, trips out to the left side. Wilson now island out to the right. Padilla brought down for a sack, and that was just a jailbreak, a delayed blitz by Cole Tyler. He kind of set up, waited to blitz, and then he finally blitzed, and he just hammered Padilla. Big loss on the play, back to the 40-yard line, as it'll be a loss of 7. And Coach Cole going to punt this and flip this field. As Padilla has had a couple of coffin corner kicks this year, it hasn't been too bad at it, pinning the teams inside the 20. We'll see what he can do here. So Padilla going to try to pin him deep. Has not a lot of rush coming. Padilla's kick, it's a knuckleball. It's going to take a bounce at the 10, then go out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice kick by Dawson Padilla to help flip the field, and that rolled out the 9, but I think they marked it down near the 7 more likely. So we'll say it's down at the 8, so that's where Community Christian will take over after a nice punt from Dawson Padilla. So 3 straight possessions, 3 punts to open up this third quarter, and now we got 4:07 to go in it. As Community Christian will take over at the 8-yard line as Perry flips field, and now we'll be looking to get a stop, or maybe a turnover, might I say, sack. They've got 1 turnover tonight. Santoy Rhodes an interception. They'd love to have another one now deep in their own territory against Community Christian. Now a little flip out to the right side, and it's going to be Anderson. He's going to spin around, make a few defenders miss, and be up near the first down marker. So good gain by Anderson. He'll move the chains on a gain of 10. Blaze Hurlinger on the tackle, but damage is done. Chains will move after a nice little flip play from Bush to Anderson.
Yeah, that fake up the middle, pitch outside. They get Perry to bite on that fake inside almost every time, and they're able to pick up some solid yardage skirting around the outside.
Pistol formation, trips out to the left side. Bush sends a guy in motion. It's Anderson left to right. This time they'll hand it off straight up the middle, and there was a lot of shoulder pad that just made a noise out there on the field, as Austin Reyes, of course, the one in there leading the way.
Number 3, Jackson Montgomery on the
So Montgomery was the one on the tackle, and it was Reyes and Blaze Hurling are also in there, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 8 now. So pistol formation, trips out to the left, single receiver to the right. Option out to the left side for Bush. Looks like he's going to keep it this time. Good pursuit, but a missed tackle, and now Bush will just go out of bounds as Bailey Burdick was in pursuit. But Bush able to gain some good yardage up near the 30-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2 after a gain of about 6. So big third down here. If Perry can stop them on this 3rd and 2, Unity Christian will have to punt the football, you would think.
Yeah, Perry needs to come up with a huge stop right here, come up with 2 yards. I'd imagine they're going to throw it or dance around that right side, which has been really successful for him tonight.
So they're going to bring Hodgson. Now check that. That's going to be Case Harding out of the slot to the left of Bush. Now they're going to hand off straight up the middle. And Bush, after the handoff, met right in the middle. Austin Reyes leading the way, and I don't think they got it. They're going to be about a yard short. Not much of a gain on the play. Austin Reyes in there once again, wreaking havoc, and Jackson Montgomery can't get the first down. And now Coach McIntosh, Community Christian, will have a decision to make. I would think he would punt it here, as I think that was another tackle for loss. If not, it was right there, no gain. So Austin Reyes led the charge. So they're going to keep the formation. They're going to try to draw Perry off sides. You do not need to jump if you're Perry. I think Coach Cole said that. So they're pointing around. 9 seconds on the play clock. Hard count, and I think that it was a false start. As Blaze Hurlinger, he has been great. And you can jump, as long as you don't yell hut, you can jump around, go towards the line of scrimmage, as long as you don't go to the neutral zone. And they say he went across the neutral zone. So they're going to give the first down to Community Christian, says Hurliner went across the neutral zone, and I don't think he did, and he's going to his arms. You can fake all you want as long as you don't go across the neutral zone. I don't think he did, and they call a penalty, and Perry's certainly upset, and that's going to move the chains, give Community Christian a first down. That, I believe, is a bad call. I'm not right there on the line, but I believe that's a bad call. Quick pass out to the right side, this time to Hodgson. Hodgson now just going to gain a couple of yards. Bailey Burdick was in pursuit. He'll get the tackle out of the D-line position. Only a gain of a yard on the play. So go back to that once again. As, let's face it, people make mistakes. That's a pretty big one there because that would have gave Perry the football. As Hurliner is going forward, and he's done that quite a bit this year, even did it in the scrimmage, but he never goes across the neutral zone. As long as you're not across the neutral zone, that is fair game. You can fake all you want, but once you go past the neutral zone and they jump, that's on you. So, but they call it, needless to say, that's a first down now. Now Hurliner is going to blitz. It's going to be around the left side, and that's going to be a no gain for Jackson Montgomery as they hand it off to him, and he's going to lose yardage back to the 31 as that play call got that linebacking core really fired up. Hartwig, Reyes, and Hurliner, they're all right now. They were yelling after that just in frustration, not really yelling at the refs, and they're geared up, and now they're really in pursuit, and that's a loss of around 4 yards right there on that run, so that brings up a 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Blaze was in the backfield mere half second after that ball was snapped, disrupting that play up.
So Perry trying to get another third down stop. We'll see if they can do it this time. Minute to go here in the third quarter. Pursuit coming. Bush gets away from the first guy, can't get away from the next, and then Perry gain tackles him. He's brought down for a sack. As a great job, I got to give Cannon Cheever as well as Blaze Hurliner credit on that sack, and that's a loss of 3 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down, and this time Community Christian, they're going to have to punt it.
Yeah, 4th and 16 is not quite as manageable as 4th and 2 with a gimme penalty there, so they'll have to punt.
So after a bunch of high-scoring affairs with the Perry Maroons, we are here in this one, getting ready to go in the fourth quarter with a low-scoring affair. Now we got a timeout on the field, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter as the head referee going to the Community Christian sideline to, looks like, talk to his head linesman. They're trying to get some things, I guess, lined out here. As I don't think anything's going to affect. Now they'll blow it back going. 10 seconds to go. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter. If they want to make it the last play of the third quarter, they will. Punt on the way from Sturts. Almost blocked there. They didn't rough him this time. That's a short punt as it takes a bounce near the 40-yard line. Nice little Community Christian bounce, and it'll be down at the 34-yard line, and that will bring an end to the third quarter. So into the third quarter, Perry down 13-12, the same score as it went into the halftime locker room. So Perry will have the ball beginning at the 34-yard line with a chance to take the lead in this possession here. We'll take a timeout. We'll do a quick score update with Cade Kinsey. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
All right, just got a quick score update here for everybody. Got just a brief minute, so we're going to focus on 2A District 1 right now. Hennessy versus Kingfisher. Kingfisher continues to build their lead. 20-0 it is in the third quarter right now. And then moving on to Pawhuska versus Dewey. Dewey leads Pawhuska 20-13. And then Newkirk versus Blackwell. Blackwell leads 24-14 in the second. I'll cover the rest of the area games and 2A District 1 again later on. Fourth quarter's coming up.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
We're the Perry Maroon Football Managers. You're listening to Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
So no score in that third quarter, and after 2 weeks of shootouts and high-scoring games, we're in a defensive battle here in the home opener for the Perry Maroons as they trail by 1, 13-12. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line. Perry, 65 yards, stands between them and the end zone and their first lead of the game. Once again, a great game, a tight game, just different than what the last two games have been for the Perry Maroons, Zach.
Yeah, very low scoring, a fast game too. It's cool. We're setting at 8:55. At 13-12. Perry, that was a solid quarter for him. They had a 5-minute drive there, able to come up with a big defensive stop. Questionable penalty there towards the end of it, but able to come up huge. Blaze Hurlinger making a couple tackles for loss there, able to get the ball back going into the fourth. The offense, they had that 5-minute drive, struggled though to really get anything going. I expect Dawson to come out pretty hot, blazing, throwing some passes across the middle.
So Perry's been in this situation all year. Tight games, they find a way to win, at least in that second one in the fourth quarter. That first one, remember, it was a kick return for a touchdown that ended up beating them. So we'll see what Coach Cole and Dawson Padilla can draw up here. Split and slot out to the right. Padilla takes a snap, fakes the handoff, going to throw. Deep downfield, Blaine Douglas, and Douglas is going to not be able to get it, and there's no flag on the play is in coverage, as it was Evan Young in coverage. And, there's contact there, and people may have wanted a foul, but you got to remember there's no foul call in incidental contact, and when the feet tangle up like that, if it's incidental, there's not going to be a foul call. But they try to go deep to Blaine Douglas, just a little too tall for him. So shotgun formation this time. They got Santori Rhodes in the backfield to the left of Dawson Padilla. Clausen lined up to his right. They send Santori Rhodes in motion. Dawson Padilla drops back, throws it. Perry Wilson will make the catch up near the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but hit immediately. So a nice little gain on the 5-yard play, but doesn't get anything after the catch as Community Christian able to wrap him up. And he'll bring up 3rd and 5. So 11:30 left here in the fourth quarter. The score 13-12. Perry has the ball, and they trail Community Christian here in their home opener. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Wing back to the right. Single receiver out the right. Split and slot to the left side. Hand off to Liam Clausen. He'll have enough for the first down and more. Up the middle of the field into Community Christian territory. Down to the 47-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play for Liam Clausen, as Liam Clausen's been able to get loose a couple of times tonight on the run plays. Now we got a injured Community Christian player down on the field. And with that, we owe a timeout from that third quarter, so we'll go ahead and take that timeout right now. As looks like a player down on the field for Community Christian near the 50-yard line. We'll take a timeout, be back. More fourth quarter action coming up. The score 13-12. Perry trails Community Christian here in the fourth quarter with 11-12 to go on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Get comfortable and stay protected in a rugged pair of Justin original work boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin original work boots have been providing comfort and safety since 1879. The Cowboy Travel Plaza is your headquarters for Justin original work boots. Come on out to the Cowboy Travel Plaza, the home of boots and barbecue. Take exit 174 on Interstate 35, Highway 51, just west of Stillwater.
Now, back to Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff with the call of Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
The injured player for Community Christian was Case Harding. Looked like he just cramped up near midfield. 1st and 10 upcoming for the Maroons at the 47-yard line with 11-12 to go here in the fourth quarter. Perry trails by 1, 13-12. First two games, high-scoring affairs. They won one, they lost one. This week, it's a low-scoring affair, and we'll see if Perry can come out on top on this one and get to a winning record here on the season. Padilla, shotgun formation, takes a snap, hands off to Clausen, big hole up the middle, and Clausen's going to be hit high and low, but not before he's able to get down to the 44-yard line for a gain of around 4. Pennybaker was there on the stop, as it'll bring up 2nd and 6 for the Maroons. Trips out to the right side this time for Padilla. Clausen in the backfield. Clausen's running well here tonight. Padilla takes a shotgun snap. He'll fake it to Clausen. Plenty of room on the left side. He'll have enough for the first down. Makes a guy miss. Past the 30 to the 20, tiptoeing the sideline, and he'll be out just short of the 20 yard line down at the 22.
But he is run out of bounds by number 88, Matthew Gray.
So a gain of
The gain by Padilla is good for another Maroon.
22 on the play for Dawson Padilla on the quarterback keeper around the left side. And that moves the chains for the Perry Maroons, and a great opportunity here to take their first lead of the game, trailing 13-12 with 10:28 left here in the game. Split and slot to each side for Padilla. Clausen in the backfield to his right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Padilla rolls around to his right side. Santoy Rhodes streaks around. Santoy Rhodes makes the catch, and he's down into the end zone. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. Santoy Rhodes' second touchdown of the night, and it's a big one as the Perry Maroons have their first lead of the game with 10:20 to go here in the fourth quarter.
You know, and that's what we talked about, you know, firing across the middle there to Santoy. Kind of not, you don't really see that from Dawson in short yard situations. Kind of lofts it up there, and Santoy, the defender had about 7 inches on Santoy, able to come up with it. Huge touchdown catch there for Rhodes.
So shotgun formation. Padilla takes a snap, looking for the two-point conversion, zooms it, and it's going to be caught. Two-point conversion is good as Perry Wilson makes the catch on the out route. And the Perry Maroons have a 20-13 lead here in this one. Santoy Rhodes, a 22-yard touchdown catch. And it was a great job by Santoy Rhodes. And, Zach, here was something that I talked to Coach Cole about and talked to Santoy about this too. Don't give up on the play. Because when Dawson Padilla rolls out, trace him, or if a guy's up on you, go downfield. That time, Santoy Rhodes had run a little stop route, and Dawson Padilla rolls around to the right side. When he rolled around to the right side, Santoy Rhodes said, I'm going to take off. He runs towards the end zone. Well, the defender has no time to react. Santoy Rhodes and Dawson Padilla, great chemistry, as we know. Santoy Rhodes streaks for the ball. Padilla throws it right there, and Santoy Rhodes able to stumble into the end zone and give Perry their first lead of the night.
Well, that's one thing we talked about at the start of this game and really all through that last game. One thing you're seeing from Dawson that you haven't saw in the past year is his ability to scramble. His decision-making is up tenfold, avoids sacks at all costs, and right there is able to roll around to the right side by a lot of times offensive line. Able to do a good job of giving him just enough time, fires up there where only Santoy can go and get it. And you're right, the trust factor between Santoy and Dawson is one of the best you'll see.
Great chemistry between those two, no doubt. So it's a 22-yard touchdown catch, and it gives Perry their first lead of the night. The two-point conversion of Perry Wilson was good, and the score is 20-13. So another tight ball game. This one just a little lower scoring than the last one's, 20-13. Dawson Padilla will squib it this time, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. As Perry was right there trying to get to it, Hayden Reedus was right there. And also there was D'Allen Smith trying to get there, but instead it goes out of bounds, but that'll just spot it at the 35. Or you can make them re-kick if you want. Community Christian wanted to, but I think they're just going to take it at the 35-yard line, so that's where they'll take over with 10:20 left here in the contest.
You know, and Community, I think that's a smart move on Community Christian. Other than their last drive, they've had a lot of success starting right around midfield.
You'd love to start at a better field position, but you're also taking a chance of something bad happening too.
Yeah.
Pistol formation, two receivers to the right side for Bush. Takes the snap, rolls around to the left side. Now he'll cut up the field, and he's met and brought down. The big guys up the middle, stuffing the run once again, and give it to Bailey Burdick, who engulfed him and brought him down. Loss of one on the play.
Jansen Hartwig with a great track down there, able to kind of trip him up and cause Bush to cut it back inside where two guys you don't want to meet were standing there, Parker Gottschalk and Bailey Burdick.
2nd and 11 upcoming. Ball at the 34-yard line. Shotgun formation. They send a guy in motion left to right. This time a pitch out to the right side, and they're in pursuit, and a wonderful tackle was Titan Horton. And I tell you, Titan Horton tonight has been able to really get out there and in pursuit and make some tackles. And I'll tell you, Sack, he showed the big boy speed right there.
Yeah, he did. He's quick for a big boy. 6'2", 227, defensive end, and that's what you want a defensive end. You look at Emmanuel Ogbaugh, and I'm not comparing him, but Emmanuel Ogbaugh is a big guy, but he's got that quick speed, that lateral speed there, and that's what Titan Horton showed right there.
Another tackle for a loss of one. Perry's had probably about 12 tackles for a loss here tonight. Pistol formation, a big 3rd and 12 upcoming for Community Christian. Empty backfield, he's in the guy in motion. This time a fade route. Island coverage, Liam Clausen. That ball is going to be caught and brought down as Liam Clausen could not turn around and get it. Give a lot of credit to A.J. Ward. He was able to find it, and he'll get into Perry territory. Big 3rd down conversion down to the 36-yard line. Big gain there. As they threw the fade route on 3rd down, really just kind of almost a Hail Mary on single coverage on Clausen, and Clausen could not get to the ball to knock it down, and A.J. Ward comes up with it. Split and slot to each side, pistol formation. This time option once again. It's Hodgson in the backfield instead. Hodgson tries to make a couple of guys miss. He gets positive yardage, but only 2 yards on the play up past the 35-yard line.
You know, going back to that previous play, Liam Clausen, he's a solid defender. He can hit really hard. Unfortunately, he's only 5'9". The receiver had about 3 inches on him. Just kind of got tripped up a little, wasn't able to come down with it.
3-yard gain on the play.
So giving 3, 2nd and 7 upcoming. Ball spotted just inside the 35.
Just inside the Maroon 35-yard line.
So 8 minutes to go here in the contest. Perry with a 20-13 lead after they only scored the second half, a Santoy Roach 22-yard touchdown catch. Pistol formation, option out to the left side for Bush. He pitches it this time.
Pitchback number 14, Bobby Foster.
And Bobby Foster takes the pitch and gains, I don't think, anything on the play as he's pushed out of bounds. Austin Reyes once again on the tackle. No gain on the play. So a 3rd and 7 upcoming here for the Perry Maroons. They've had a little trouble getting off the field on 3rd down tonight. This may be 4-down territory for Community Christian, so they may have to stop them twice, but still, you got to get there first and stop them on 3rd down. Pistol formation. This time, Hodgson in the backfield. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Austin Reyes in there again, along with Titan Horton, and a tackle for a loss will bring up a 4th and 7 after a loss of 1 on the play. So 4th down, Coach McIntosh has some decision-making to do here. What does he want to do? I think you got to go for it if you're him, but Perry, 1 stop away with about 7:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. As the Maroon faithful up and loud know what's on the line right here. Shotgun snap. Bush drop back, pressure by Chambers, throws it up, and is it caught? It is. Just another 4th down. He just threw it up to Foster, and once again, Perry, I think, went for the interception instead of swatting it, and Coach Cole is out there at the 40-yard line telling his defenders, swat it down, swat it down. That's exactly what you got to do. That's the 3rd time they've just threw basically a Hail Mary on a 3rd or 4th down and get it now.
Yeah, and it's thrown into double coverage. There's no reason why that pass should be caught.
So a gain of about 20 on the play, and now a fresh set of downs for the Community Christian Royals on the 4th down conversion. Foster now gets it. He's met in the backfield and brought down. So Perry's doing great on 1st and 2nd down. It's 3rd and 4th down that are giving them trouble. Austin Reyes on the tackle again. Blaze Hurtlinger also in there. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
So Sack, they're stopping the run, but in the passes, it's not really great passes. It's just let's throw it up there and let them go get it.
Yeah, little lob passes, chunk change, something that should be stopped.
Shotgun formation, the ball on the ground. This time Bush picks it up. He's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down. As Jansen Hartwig, we haven't called his name a whole lot tonight, but a big tackle there. The ball was on the ground on the snap. Bush fielded it, but Hartwig's there to drop him. A big loss on the play. It'll be a loss of around 12, and that'll bring up 3rd and 22. Sack, now it's crucial. 3rd and 22, you've got to get off the field this time.
Yeah, this is it right here. You know, that's the first time that there's been a bobbled snap that Perry was able to take advantage of that bobble snap, able to drop him for a loss. 3rd down, last time in 3rd down, they had a huge stop. Unfortunately, 4th down is where they struggled. Let's see if they can come up with it here.
Sack, I would almost rush 2 guys and drop 9 guys back in coverage on this. I mean, because they are just throwing it up. Once again, snap on the ground. Bush picks it up. He's having a run. Chambers in pursuit. Can't bring him down. Breaks another tackle. But Austin Reyes is there with a big hit. Titan Horton in there as well. And Austin Reyes, once again, another tackle for loss. I think it's his 6th of the night, a loss of 1 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th and 23. Austin Reyes, he is feeling it tonight. He is up. He is emotional. And now a 4th and 23. If Perry doesn't get off the field this time, they don't deserve to win.
No, yeah, and that hit by Austin Reyes, he was not letting Bush
He about
get
knocked
through.
the ball out. That ball jarred a little bit.
Oh, my gosh, that may be that right there may be one of the hardest hits we've seen all season long.
So you know what's coming, just basically a Hail Mary around 25 yards trying to get the first down. It's 4th and 23. Shotgun formation. Bush set to take the snap. Reyes is going to be on the blitz. And it's a quick kick. So they quick kick it. And the ball's going to bounce, and it was bounced. So, and it almost went to the end zone as it was touched at around the 4-yard line. The ball almost went in the end zone. Even if it's touched, if it would have went in the end zone, it would have been a touchback. But instead, Community Christian on the quick kick, able to bury them inside the 2-yard line. Montgomery's the one that took the direct snap, and he did a quick kick. It was almost blocked, quite honestly. Yeah. And, hey, guess what? I was right. So they downed it, Sack. So the refs talked about it. They downed it inside the 4. They tried to stop it, but then they just gave up on it, and the ball rolled into the end zone. So now they're going to march it up to the 20-yard line. So Perry gets a little bit of a break because somebody was unaware from Community Christian.
That's a huge break for Perry. And I tell you, the way that first drive went for them in the third quarter, 5-minute drive, all Perry needs to do is continue to get first downs. 4:45 left to go here in the fourth with a 7-point lead. They very easily could run this clock out if they're smart.
Last week they ran the football against Blackwell late in the game to get a couple of first downs and go ahead and win the game. Community Christian still has timeouts at hand. Coach McIntosh does, so you got to be thinking they'll be calling those. But if you're Coach Cole, I certainly would keep the ball on the ground, especially early, or just quick passes. So it's Liam Clausen in the backfield. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation, takes a snap. He'll hand off to Clausen. Big hole. Clausen will have enough for the first down. Around the right side, makes a guy miss to the 40, to the 45, 50, 45, 40. And he'll be taken out of bounds inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Big run by Liam Clausen, giving a gain of 42 on the play. As Liam Clausen, the linemen have gave him holes tonight, and Liam Clausen has known exactly what to do when he gets a hole, running his heart out, and he'll come to the sideline, take a breather, but that's a big first down with 4:36 left here in the game.
Well, Liam, he comes up with the big plays right when they're needed too.
Terrell Williams will check in. Now remember, Terrell Williams last year had a lot of problems fumbling the football. So far this year, that hasn't reared its ugly head. So if you hand it off, Terrell Williams has worked hard on carrying the football and hanging on to it, but keep that in mind last year. Chambers in the wingback. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation, takes a snap, hands off to Williams. Williams around the left, now to the right, and he'll gain good yardage. Hangs onto the football. He took extra precaution to hang on there. He wasn't carrying a loaf of bread. He was carrying a bowling ball. I mean, he had that thing wrapped up. And it's going to be a gain of around 4, bringing up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Dolzal, that was one thing that they worked with Terrell Williams over the offseason, bulking up a little bit, working on the strength, working on carrying that ball, and not letting it get ripped away.
Clausen, he's hunched over here at midfield on the sideline. There's no doubt that kid's gave it his all tonight. Did it last week, too. I think he was the reason they won the game last week with his defense against Morrill. This time, they'll hand it off to Williams again. Williams puts his shoulder down, keeps his feet moving. That's a good gain. Right around 4 yards again, going to bring up 3rd and 2. So Terrell Williams, nice gain there.
Tackle made by number 22, Case Harding.
So not quite 2, probably a 3rd and 3 upcoming here. As he gains about 3 there.
Spot the ball at the Royals 31-yard line.
And the clock keeps ticking. 3:30 now left in the game. Perry has a 20-13 lead on a 3rd and 3 upcoming. They get this one here. It really puts the pressure against Community Christian. If not, Community Christian may have him a shot. Padilla takes a snap. Hands off to Williams. Williams will have enough for the first down. Brought down after a gain of right around 5 yards. He's into the 25-yard line, and Terrell Williams, 3 straight carries. He's working hard right now and moves the chains for the Maroons, and now there's 3 minutes left here in the contest.
Huge run by Terrell Williams. Able to pick up the 3-4 yards there needed. Picked up an extra one there at the end. So far, this is Terrell Williams' best game of the year.
Shotgun formation. Dawson Padilla, less than 3 minutes left in the game. Perry has a 20-13 lead. Padilla will keep it this time, and he gets as much as he can. He was hit right around the line of scrimmage, but he's able to dive forward and gain him about 3 yards.
And that's a solid pickup. Able to pick up 3 yards there, burn a little bit of time before Community Christian calls that timeout. But that's what you wanted to do. You get picked up 3 yards and able to have them burn a timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. 2:46 left here in the contest. Perry leads 20-13. A 2nd and 7 upcoming inside, deep inside at the 23-yard line into Community Christian territory. We'll see if Perry can pull out the victory. We'll take a timeout, be back. It's Perry Maroon Football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
It's where hometown legends are made. It's Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio.
It is Perry Maroon football on Triple Play Sports Radio. Game reset for you. The ball spot at the 22-yard line. A 2nd and 7 upcoming. The score 20-13. Perry with the lead, and they have the football in Community Christian territory. So if they score, it will almost and definitely ice this game, but even a couple of first downs will put a little pressure as Community Christian called a timeout there to stop the clock. This time a handoff straight up the middle. Dawson Padilla hands it off to Blaze Hurlinger, checking in at running back. And Hurlinger, good ball security and some fresh legs maybe there in the backfield. He's able to gain him 3 yards, going to bring up a 3rd and 4. So Community Christian burns their 2nd time out of the half with 2:38 to go. So, Sack, certainly that's what you do here. You burn time out, but that means if Perry could get a first down here, and they're going to get 2 opportunities, let's face it. You're going to have 2 opportunities to get the first down because they don't have a field goal kicker. It's Class 2A football. So you got 2 opportunities to get it here. You may think about throwing the football. I almost say you run it, force them to burn their last time out, and then maybe throw it on 4th down if you want to, and Padilla can maybe scramble. But 3rd and 4 upcoming from the 19-yard line. In fact, Community Christian down to their last timeout now after burning that timeout. And a first down doesn't ice the game, but first down certainly makes it almost a 98% probability Perry's going to win the game. A touchdown is going to make it almost a 99.9% probability Perry's going to win the game. So there's 2:38 to go. And if they can just move the chains, they'll have 2 opportunities to do it with a 3rd and 4 upcoming. It'll be big for the Maroons. Shotgun formation, Padilla takes it. He's going to keep it around the left side, cuts back in, and he's going to dive forward. He will have enough for the first down. That'll move the chains for the Maroons.
You know, and I'd almost do what they did against Blackwell. Once Community Christian burns that final timeout, put Santoy in the backfield. You know, he can dance and juke and jive around the end there and pick up a solid 5-6 yards a touch, possibly dance into the end zone.
Gain of 5 on the play moves the chains for the Maroons down to the 14-yard line, and they are eating the clock. 10 seconds left on the play clock, and now they'll go up to the line. Dawson Padilla, shotgun formation, just 2 seconds to snap it. He'll get it off, and now he's going to hand off right up the center of the field. Blaze Hurlinger, and he's up near the end zone to the 2-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play for Blaze Hurlinger, and now that's about as good as you can imagine happening. It moves the chains, so you can take another 25 seconds off the clock and now score a touchdown and make it a 2-possession game. So 1st and goal from the 2 for the Perry Maroons. And you're not quite where you can take a knee, but a touchdown here would be big. I would almost rather you not get it in too early.
Yeah.
I'd rather you maybe get a no gain here first, but you want to get it in when you can. High snap, but it's fielded, handed off to Blaze Hurlinger. He'll get inside the end zone. Touchdown, Perry Maroons. Blaze Hurlinger on a 2-yard touchdown run. And that will make the score 26-13 with the extra point pending. And that is Blaze Hurlinger's first touchdown run of the year. And a big one as it makes it a 2-possession game as the Perry Maroons with the lead.
You know, and look into your notes that you wrote before the game. May use him in second half with fresher legs. And look at how that's turned out here in the 4th quarter.
Good call. Coach Cole told me this year they may use Blaze later in the game. So an extra point on the way from Dawson Padilla. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good. 27-13 the score, so it's a 14-point lead for the Perry Maroons with 1:36 left in the game. So right here, just don't give up the big play. So for Community Christian to win this one, I think they do have 1 timeout. They got to have the big play, then they had to have the onside kick. That's no doubt about it. That's what they got to have. So if you're Perry, just don't give up the big play. And you got to remember, Sam Bush, not a great thrower. He's completed some passes tonight, but I think it's more on Perry than it was on Community Christian. They didn't slap it down. He doesn't have big arm strength. So keep everything in front of you, Zach. That's the main thing. If you can keep it in bounds, even better.
Well, we don't know what Community Christian's deep back, what their deep guy looks like returning the ball, and I say you keep it that way. Pooch it to the left side or the right side like you've been doing all night long and play defense like you did there in the fourth quarter.
So it will be a squib kick, and a nice squib kick by Dawson Padilla. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line, and a good tackle out there near the 35. Didn't quite see who it was, but a great tackle. A.J. Ward was on the return, and it was Garrett Cuckoo who was on the tackle. One of the best names to call in high school football, Garrett Cuckoo.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing cuckoo about that, though, because he made a great open field tackle, and ball spotted right at the 36-yard line. So Perry just doesn't need to give up the big play with 1:34 to go here in the contest. Shotgun formation, Bush going to roll out to the right side, looking to throw. He's got some time now. He's chased down by Chambers. He's going to throw it away. You can't do that in high school football. That should be a penalty. We'll see what the referee does. There was a receiver close, but I don't think it was close to him. Michael Anderson, they're going to talk about it. I think that should be a penalty because you can't throw it away in high school football, but they're going to wait and see.
They just pointed to number 18, signifying that there was a receiver in the area. But I'm with you.
It wasn't 18. 18 was way downfield. It was Michael Anderson, but still, that ball never had a chance. He threw it directly out of bounds, which you can't do in high school football. That's a bad rule. It's a horrible rule. You should be able to throw it away outside the pocket, but in high school football, you can't. Shotgun formation. Empty backfield. Bush takes a snap. He's pressured. Chambers can't get him. He steps up. Now pursuit coming from Foreman, and that ball almost tipped up for an interception. A.J. Ward couldn't get his hands on it, and Blaze Hurlinger almost had him interception, so that'll be 2 straight incompletions, 1:20 to go here in the game. Perry with a 2-possession lead, a 3rd and 10 upcoming. As it was Williams in pursuit from the DN spot from the backside of the field. Chambers, he stepped up and forced Bush to step up and flush out to the right side, and then Williams was there in pursuit. Gets the pass away, but it's incomplete. Now the snap goes there and around the left side to Bush, and now Bush just trying to get as much as he can. Chambers can't make the tackle, and now open field, blockers in front. Now he's going to throw it down the field, and he can't complete it. Fortunate there for the Perry Maroons as Ward was wide open as pretty much the secondary was coming upfield after the arid snap. Bush made the right idea throwing it, but he just couldn't hit Ward. And that'll bring up 4th and 10. A stop here. Perry Maroons will take a couple of knees and get out of here with a victory in their home opener.
If he connects, that's a touchdown.
That's the big play you worry about.
All the way, yeah.
So 4th and 10. Perry gets a break on that one as they can't complete the pass that would have been a touchdown. 4 receivers right side. A quick pass by Bush to around the first down marker. It's incomplete. Ray is in coverage, and that will almost indefinitely bring an end to this game after the incomplete pass. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Maroons will take over just a couple of knees away from winning this one and getting their 2nd victory of the year against the Community Christian Royals. Ball at the 36, and Perry Wilson looking at the crowd, waving his hands. Austin Reyes comes up with his helmet on the sideline. Austin Reyes had himself a dandy of a game here tonight. Shotgun formation, just the knee. Victory formation for the Perry Maroons. Dawson Padilla dances around, then he takes the knee. And the clock will start. He'll have to take maybe 1 or 2 more of those. As the play clock resets. And the Perry Maroons just a couple of knees away from a victory, and we get this game in before the weather moves in, even better.
It's a wicked-looking storm, and they're saying it should be here within 30 minutes.
We may expedite our postgame show a little bit, Zach, to get on out of here.
It looks pretty bad.
I don't want to be driving in that. So.
No.
So this will probably be the last knee. It will be for the Perry Maroons. Just can't bobble a snap, and Dawson Padilla gets it, takes a knee, and that will bring an end to the contest, everybody. The Perry Maroons get the 27-13 victory, trailing by 1 going into the 4th quarter. 2 big touchdowns, and the Maroons will get a home opening victory against the Community Christian Royals here tonight. The First Bank and Trust Company post-game show coming up. Coach Cole may come up to visit us as well. We'll have final stats for you, and much more. We'll award our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game. So stay tuned. That's all coming your way. Right now, let's send it to the Triple Play Sports Studio with Kate Kinsey for a Triple Play Sports Score Update.
Thanks, Jordan. All right, I got another score update for everybody. Some of these scores are updated and some are the same. Not all of them are updating for me, and here we go. Perkins Tryon versus McLeod tonight. Perkins Tryon has a hefty lead, 38-7 in the fourth. Morrison at Tonkawa tonight. Tonkawa wins that one, 15-0. Pawnee versus Hominy. That one's moved on to the fourth, and Hominy still has that 21-0 lead. Cushing versus Berry Hill. Cushing is down 16-21. That was at half. Not sure how it's going now. Guthrie at Ponca City. Ponca City had a 9-0 lead in the third, and then moved on to 2A District 1. Hennessy versus Kingfisher. Kingfisher still had that 20-0 lead. Wahuska versus Dewey. Dewey had a 20-13 edge. Newkirk versus Blackwell. Blackwell was ahead 24-14. Chisholm versus Fairview. Chisholm had a 27-0 lead. Alva at Oklahoma Bible. Alva wins that one 22-7. And then Mustang versus Norman. Mustang has a hefty 37-3 lead. And then Union versus Jinx. Jinx leads 28-21. And the postgame show is next, everybody.
It takes an ag producer to understand the needs of an ag producer. Our loan officers at First Bank & Trust have many years of experience on the farm, as well as expertise that comes from many seasons of financing land, livestock, farm equipment, and supplies. Call John or Mason at 580-336-5562 or visit us on the web at bankfbt.com for more information. You watch your fields, and we'll watch your finances. First Bank & Trust Company, Perry, Billings, and Covington, member FDIC.
Hey Maroon fans, are you looking for a great dentist? Look no further than Custom Dental and Dr. Dewhurst and let your fear disappear. Have you heard about the Maroon Fan Special? Be one of the first 10 callers and take advantage of our Let's Get Acquainted appointment and get $100 off any new dental services found needed by Dr. Dewhurst. This Let's Get Acquainted appointment includes exams, x-rays, and a private consultation for only $38. Don't wait. Call 336-2310 right now and tell our team you want the Perry Maroon Fan Special. Go Maroons, go!
Does hearing those killer football hits make you hurt? At Ortho, Oklahoma, you don't have to be a college athlete to be treated like a star, and you don't have to go to
2 wins all last year.
To access
and now Perry 2 wins in the third week.
Big-time
Not bad.
care from bone and joint specialists with hometown friendliness and ease. Experience state-of-the-art equipment like our latest open-sided MRI, world-class treatment, and on-site physical therapy. Visit us at orthook.com. At Ortho, Oklahoma, we're keeping you together.
Ever wonder what your favorite Oklahoma State figures are up to?
80-something with the all-time great.
You know, that's one of the great things, having the opportunity to coach.
Find out each week with Where Are They Now? With Tom Dorado.
Chris Stanley, former All-Big East offensive lineman, a member of the War Pigs.
It was something that started out as kind of a joke amongst us.
Each Wednesday at 5, Tom talks to former Oklahoma State coaches and players to see how life is going.
Don't miss Where Are They Now? Wednesdays at 5, only on Triple Play Sports Radio.
Final score has been posted. It's time for the First Bank & Trust Company post-game show on Triple Play Sports Radio. Now, with a breakdown of the Perry Maroons battle, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
The final score here in Perry, 27-13. The Maroons beat Community Christian here tonight in their home opener, and it was an exciting game. Another exciting game for the Perry Maroons. A little bit different this time. There wasn't 40 points put in the board. It was just 27 getting the victory for the Perry Maroons. We'll tell you how you got there. Started off in the game, it was Community Christian had the ball first. They had a 3-and-out, had to punt the football. Perry immediately after that gets the ball. They have a 3-and-out, have to punt it. And then Community Christian drew first blood as they were able to put together a 10-play drive capped off by a 2-yard touchdown catch by Evan Young. Remember, earlier in that drive, it was a roughing the punter call that kept it alive. The extra point was no good, 6-0 at that point. After that, Dawson Padilla threw an interception, and it was returned almost 50 yards downfield inside the 5-yard line in Perry territory. And after that, Anderson on that interception, it wasn't long before the Community Christian Royals had a 3-yard run by Hodgson into the end zone after the extra point was good. It was 13-0 at that point. But Perry, who's been resilient this year and know how to answer, they answer immediately after that on a 5-play drive, and Santoy Rhodes gets it on an out route and then scampers 44 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was no good, 13-6 at that point as we entered the second quarter. Community Christian threatened there in that second quarter, and after they threatened, what happened there? Santoy Rhodes, well, he jumped up. He got himself a big interception in the end zone. Perry takes over after that. It was a turnover on downs. Community Christian after that, They missed a 35-yard field goal after a 10-play drive. And then Perry takes over with 52 seconds left in the half. And it was a screen pass. Clausen catches it, goes 49 yards for the touchdown. The extra point failed, and the score 13-12 at that point. After that, Perry gets the ball to begin the second half. They go 3 and out. Community Christian gets it. They go 3 and out. Then Perry put together a nice drive, but ultimately had to punt it after a 12-play drive and couldn't convert. Community Christian got the ball after that. They had to punt, and then you went into the fourth quarter. The score remained 13-12 going into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, the Perry Maroons got some stuff going. To begin the fourth quarter, Santoy Rhodes able to cap off a 5-play drive and catch a 22-yard touchdown catch as Dawson Padilla scampered out to the right side, and then Santoy Rhodes really used his smartness and his football canniness to slip behind the defender, and Dawson Padilla in great chemistry with Santoy Rhodes. They have wonderful chemistry. Hits him on a 22-yard touchdown catch as he falls into the end zone. After that, Community Christian, they get the ball downfield. Perry had a couple of third down stops and fourth down stops that didn't go their way, but then Community Christian was put in a 4th and 22. They quick kick it. The ball goes inside the 5. They touch it, but they don't realize you have to stop the ball. The ball rolls in the end zone, so Perry gets it at the 20-yard line, which was a big help. And then Perry's able to get 8 plays down the field, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown run from Blaze Hurliner, and they ate some clock up after that as well. The final score, 27-13, as Community Christian had it one more time. They had 4 passes, incomplete each time, and Perry was able to take the knee to get the game and put it a wrap on it. The final score, 27-13. When we come back, we're going to hear from Coach Travis Cole, and Sac and I will award our Brown Duggar Funeral Home Player of the Game. So stay tuned. It's Perry Maroon football. The final score, once again, 27-13. The Maroons win their home opener, go to 2-1 on the season. We'll be back with Coach Travis Cole right after this.
We have always been committed to offering state-of-the-art access to your accounts with First Bank. Our newest product, Mobile Deposit, adds another convenient and secure service to our online banking suite. Don't worry about making a special trip to the bank just to deposit a check. Take a picture of it and send it to us anytime, 24/7, and we'll take care of the rest. To get started, go to bankfbt.com or contact one of our new account representatives at 580-336-5562. First Bank and Trust, Perry, Billings, Cummington, member FDIC.
McDonald's is serving breakfast all day. Those great tasting breakfast items you love at 7 in the morning are now available at 7 at night as well. Egg McMuffins, fruit and yogurt parfait, oatmeal, hot cakes, and of course hash browns. Available when you want it at McDonald's. 2 locations in Stillwater, also available in Perkins, Perry, and the Turnpike location. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
You'll be walking proud in a new pair of Justin boots from the Cowboy Travel Plaza at the corner of I-35 and Highway 51. Justin boots have been handcrafted since 1879, and the Cowboy Travel Plaza has a wonderful selection. Justin Boots, providing dependable footwear at a value. For a great selection of Justin boots, it's the Cowboy Travel Plaza at Interstate 35 and Highway 51, exit 174. Boots and barbecue, they await you at the Cowboy Travel Plaza.
Integrity, respect, professionalism, and a genuine caring attitude is exactly what you can expect from us at Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are committed to being available to you every step of the way. We know that losing a loved one is never easy, but it's our privilege, responsibility, and our calling to help ease this process as much as possible. We are avid supporters of the Perry Maroons and welcome you to come or stop by. We're located at 1010 North 7th or call us at 580-336-4444. Brown Duggar Funeral Home. We are here for you.
It's the First Bank and Trust Company post-game show on Triple Play Sports Radio. With one last look and a preview of next week's matchup, here is Zach Lancaster and Jordan Woodruff.
Final score once again, 27-13. Perry gets the win here in their home opener, go to 2-1 on the season, and Sachs relinquished his chair to a guy that last year had 2 wins and already in this third week, already to 2. What can happen? Coach Travis Cole with us.
Yeah, it was. I just mentioned that to Coach Miner actually right there at the end of the game. I said, hey, well, we matched our win total from last year, but it was good. It was, kind of like my Coach Sharp when I was at Southwestern always said, never knock a win. There's things we got to do, but let's be happy they don't come easy.
By the way, I got to say thanks for expediting the game today because we're not going to be in a weather delay.
Right.
Unlike the game that lasted until 10:45, we're out of here at 9:30 tonight.
Yeah, well, we got to send a thank you to them, too. They did a good job running the clock out, and I probably wouldn't have ran the ball as much if we'd had more time, but kids did a great job, and you're right. We're getting out here ahead of the storm.
Resiliency is, I think, a key word with you guys. And every time something happens, you guys have an answer. You go down 2 possessions, and then you're able to score Santori Rhodes on a 44-yard touchdown catch. But then, great call, 52 seconds to go. You knew you had time. You decide with 11 seconds, I'm going to call a screen pass. Now, you still had, I think, a timeout in your pocket you could have took or first down stops the chains. You may not have been expecting that, but it turned out to be a great play, and Liam Clausen a heck of a run, and that gave you all the momentum you needed going into the half.
It did, and he made a great play, and I can't take complete credit for that. I actually, when I was a sophomore in college, same thing happened to us at Tarleton State. They did the same thing to us right before half, and I was like, hey, let's run the screen, you know. but no, he did. He made a great play, and when he was going towards that side, I was hoping he'd either go out of bounds or get down. I was going to call timeout, and he started reversing field. And Coach Dalzell's on the headset going, go down, go down, go down. And he just kept running. And I look over, I was like, well, don't go down now. We're at 0.
It's one of those, oh, no, oh, no. Oh, yes, oh, yes moments,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
I got to give Austin Reyes a lot of credit. Now, I think he had about 6 or 7 tackles for loss. He was injured last year, as we know. But even the first 2 games, we know what he can do, but it seemed like he played at an elevated level tonight.
He did, and he's every week. He's ACL surgery. I don't remember what else. He had a bunch of things torn in there, but every week he gets a little bit better and a little bit better. And we moved Sam Chambers in at Y because Sam's a little bit more athletic and we throw the ball. But Reyes came in at Y for us and on Santoy's touchdown. On that bubble play. Number 25 is their best player, tough kid, and Reyes blocks him out on the edge and gets him turned in, and Santoy takes it. But he did. Defensively, he was all over the field, and he did a great job.
Kids certainly have a lot to be happy about, and you have to be happy. You shut them out there in the second half on defense. I know one thing I'm sure you're going to be working on next week when you get the boys is 3rd and 4th down, let's don't go for an interception. Let's swat that ball.
Yeah, and we've talked about that for 2 weeks now. No situations. Understand, I talked to Hayden Reedus this week, the same, last week on 4th down, he dove for an interception down on the 5. I was like, hey, on 4th down, we don't need a pick.
Right.
Just knock it down. And it is. It's and for a 15, 16-year-old kid, when the ball's coming right at you, it's hard to know to just knock it down. They want the ball, but they did. I couldn't be proud of our kids. They, like you said, they keep answering. They keep having resiliency. The big key now is we have to come out and start fast, not get down and have to come back. Come out, start at an elevated level. Let's not take a quarter and a half to get to an elevated level.
Well, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the kids, and as always, you and I talk about it. We've seen them put a quarter, 2 quarters together.
Right.
Boy, it'd be nice to see them put 4 quarters together.
I know. We need 48 minutes one of these days.
One day you'll get it. No, you may get 47. Nobody's ever had a perfect 48, Coach.
Right, you're right.
All right, well, Coach, hey, I appreciate your time. Get down there and celebrate with the boys, and got Kellyville next week.
Yeah, we do.
And then after that, we go to district play, and you're in the first game of 4 straight home games, right?
Right, yeah. We're going to be at home for a while.
I like that.
I don't know if our field will hold up that much, but it will be all right.
Well, it'll be fine. You can. Who's in charge of that?
Kind of me and Coach Delk, our wrestling coach. He mows it for us and does some stuff. We had some crabgrass pop up on us in August for some reason, but we're working on it. Coach Delk, he takes care of it.
All right, we'll give Coach Delk problems if we're 4 games in.
Yeah, it's his fault. We'll blame it on him.
And then in wrestling season, we'll blame something on you.
If somebody gets staff, it'll be my fault.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it, man.
That's Coach Travis Cole, and appreciate him stopping by. Home games, we always try to have him up here. We're about to get out of here. We're going to go over some final stats real quick, and then we're going to give our Brown Duggar Funeral Home player of the game as Zach Lancaster sits back in the chair here, hopefully, and he's telling his last congratulations there to Coach Travis Cole. So final stats for you. Dawson Padilla finished 22 of 33, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Also had 5 rush for 62 yards in the game. Santoy Rhodes had 7 catches, 106 yards, so 3 straight games with more than 100 yards receiving. Also had more than 1 touchdown, had multiple touchdowns each one of those games. Has now 7 touchdowns on the year, had 2 in this one, 2 big ones as well, as Perry needed everything. Liam Clausen had 9 rushes for 88 yards, had 2 catches for 59 yards, and that 1 big touchdown catch. And then Blaze Hertlinger, he had 3 rushes for 16 yards, but they came late and had that touchdown to really ice the game. So Sack defensively shut them out in the second half. Big game for the Perry Maroons. Get a little confidence going in. Also have some stuff they can work on, but got to be excited about the victory.
Oh, yeah. Came up with some huge stops. And they came up with stops when they needed it, because if you look at the yardage, Bush had 103 yards and a touchdown there, 9 rushes, 102 yards. Hodgson, 7 catches, 61 yards, 6 rushes, 7 yards, and a touchdown. And then Foster, 11 rushes, 110 yards. So, I mean, they did a really good job making key stops when they needed to, especially there late in the fourth.
All right, time to give our Brown Duggar Funeral Home player of the game. And, Zach, we're going to look at the defensive side of the ball once again. You could say we're defensive guys. Last week it went to Liam Clausen for what he did to Braden Morrill from Blackwell. This week, who we got?
I tell you, Jordan, it's really no contest. It has to go to Austin Reyes. What did he have? 7 tackles for loss.
6 or 7, yeah.
Not including the regular tackles that he had. Come up with that huge stop there late in the game. It has to be Austin Reyes.
And you can tell he was the emotional catalyst tonight for this team. Just played with a lot of emotion, which is what you want to do with football. And he's certainly our Brown Duggar Funeral Home player of the game. Well, that's going to do it for the First Bank and Trust Company postgame show. Next week it's Kellyville, as the game will be at 7 o'clock. Pregame will be at 6:30, so make sure you tune in then. Thanks for listening, everybody. Once again, the final score, 27-13 from here in Perry. Perry wins their home opener against Community Christian. We'll send it back to King Kinsey one last time for a score update. Thanks for listening, everybody. Once again, final score, 27-13. We'll catch you next week with more action as the Perry Maroons take on Kellyville in their second of their 4 home game stand here on Triple Play Sports Radio.